This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Little Bluebird Studios, Comfort Fit Dentures, Aliberto's, and Summit Regional Medical Center. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Very good evening. Thank you for joining us for some more exciting 3A East football as the number 5 Snowflake Lobos have made the trip down to Payson to take on the 15 Longhorns. As I'm Derek Palmer alongside Abe Bodden, and this is really just an indication of exactly what life is like in the 3A East. You take this Payson team, they're coming off of a big, tough matchup against what was at the time number 3 Round Valley. Hung around, just couldn't get over the hump, but now here they are playing the number 5 Lobos, and it's just not going to get any easier after this.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Derek. It's a bludgeon fest in the 3A East, and the next 4 weeks are going to have a lot of things shake out, and we'll get into that during the broadcast for sure.
Well, we started off here with the keys to the game brought to you by Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. If you need a key made any day or night, any night of the week, head to 3 locations of Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. And we will begin on the visitors' side, where so much of the offense is going to begin under center with Caden Cantrell, who there you see the numbers thrown for an awful lot, averaging 180 yards per game, 15 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, but he's also run for an awful lot, averaging 6.5 yards per carry. This is a Payson team that is really going to try to slow the game down. How is that going to play into what Cantrell's going to try to do?
Well, you said it, Derek. I think that's really first and foremost on Payson's mind. They've got to slow down Cantrell. If they can slow down his running game, which we saw them do a really good job against one of the better running backs in all of the 3A East in Seth Wiltbank. We saw them do a great job of that last week. So if they can dial up that same formula and take the running game away from Cantrell, it's going to force them to pass, which then that could lead to turnovers. And if that's what's happening, then Payson's going to find themselves in this ballgame.
Also in the backfield for the Lobos will be Camden Brimhall. He has turned into another one of the great running backs in the region, averaging about 7 yards a carry. He's rushed for 453 yards on the season. This is a little bit of a depleted Snowflake backfield. J.J. Lerma is out. Rhett Wengert is going to be out there playing some offense for the first time in his high school career.
Yeah, I know Rhett pretty well. We've had some conversations about this in the past. He's really excited to play on the offensive side of the ball as he's been a free safety his whole high school career. But he's excited. We'll see how he does tonight. This will be a good test for the senior.
And then finally, Noah Baum, the primary pass catcher for Cantrell on the season. He is had 23 catches for 511 yards, 7 touchdowns. This is one thing that Payson didn't have to worry about last week when the number 1 target was out. Now they're going to have the full arsenal of receivers and an equally talented thrower to try to get him the ball. That might change things up a little bit, but again, this is a Payson side that is really going to try to slow it down. So put all eyes on Dexter Waterman, who last week had to play a pretty perfect ball game just to keep his team close. He was able to do so. Also, was able to extend a lot of plays with his feet, not have a lot of success with the passing, but he combined with especially Travis Christensen, who though he is not the leading ball carrier on the season for the Longhorns, he did carry it an awful lot against Round Valley, offers a little bit of a bigger option in the backfield, which might be something that, again, the Longhorns are going to try to get into because they're going to be playing against a pretty big Snowflake front.
Yeah, this Snowflake front is going to bring it tonight. Payson's going to have their hands full, and that's why I think we'll see Travis Christensen really be the primary ball carrier. He's that lead up back in the I formation. You'll see them give the ball to him early and often and try to pound out 2 or 3 yards at a time and get sustained drives.
And when you're talking about a Payson club that's going to try to really extend the ball game when it has the ball, you got to put some attention now over on the defensive side where Hunter Stanfield is the leading tackler. He was the recipient last week of the Deemer's Auto glass shattering hit of the game. He is going to have to get in there and make some plays to disrupt Snowflake to make sure that the Longhorns are going to be able to hang on to the ball as long as possible. We will continue our conversation right after this as the number 5 Lobos are at the number 15 Longhorns. It is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the number 1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Gotta go down to midfield where, correction, we're going to do the national anthem. Why don't we go ahead and step aside while everybody honors the United States of America? This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Aliberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Aliberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Sholo, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Aliberto's, real, fresh Mexican food.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Okay, now the captains are at midfield and they're ready to do the coin toss, and we will send it down to do all of those festivities now. Well, I guess our official has hit the microphone into the wrong direction. So we will go ahead and describe how all this is shaping up, as there's a big one happening over in Sholo as the Lobos, they're here. The Cougars are playing host as the number 4 team to the number 2 Round Valley Elk. As that is a big one that is going to determine an awful lot how the upcoming matchups are going to influence who's going to get the automatic bid. There are 7 regions in the 3A conference. Each of those champions is going to be automatically placed into the tournament. That is why this is such a big game for Payson, who checks in as the number 15 team, but they would be the highest seeded team that was going to be left out, because down at number 21, Phoenix Christian right now leads the 3A Metro West. Even though they are at the 21 spot, they are going to steal a bid at this point, as Snowflake wins the toss, and I believe that I saw that they deferred.
No, they elected to receive.
Okay, there you have it. So the Lobos, who are wearing white hats, white tops, gray pants, are going to receive Payson wearing something of a purple hat, gray top, more of a slate.
Hey, we can see their numbers this week, Derek.
I know. Those white numbers, they're begging to be seen in red both. Both of these teams with very visible numbers. There it is. There it is. So the Lobos wanting the football, as they are no strangers to being road warriors, starting the season at Valley Christian. Last 3 weeks at Blue Ridge, at Push Ridge, at Peoria. That was a really tough one because they were supposed to play host to Coconino. Had a COVID positive that then made the Coconino club incapable of making the trip over. Had to come up with a game on the fly. Fortunately, I believe it was Tempe was forced to back out for similar reasons. Peoria needed a matchup. The Lobos said, we'll take on all comers. Yep. That's a long trip to go to the West Valley. They went down there and hung a 50 on them.
Well, speaking with a few of the coaches and players, they were really grateful for that opportunity to at least have a game, right? They didn't have to go a week without one, and they went down there and took care of business, that's for sure.
I believe they set that up on Tuesday. So that is a tough way to go out and get a win, as we're ready to get this thing going with the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, head to NPC. It has lowest tuition in the state. Back to receive this near us is Brimhall. On the other side, I believe that is Wingard.
That is number 5, Rhett Wingard.
And who's got this teed up for the Longhorns?
That's number 23. Looks like that is Michael Mingus.
Dominguez going to kick it off as this is a big game for Payson. Needing to get a win and try to elevate up the standings. As this one's angling toward Brimhall. He's going to catch it inside his 10, looking for some blocking help as he moves into the center of the field. Held up around the 25.
Ball's on the turf.
Fumbles the football, and the Payson Longhorns think they got it.
They do. They signal Payson Longhorn ball.
Now that is exactly what we were talking about, Abe, as they're now poised to take over very close to the red zone and ready to try to just start grinding this thing out. It could be about 4 or 5 minutes, even though there's a very short field before the Lobos get the ball back.
Well, and that's what's tough for the Lobos. You elect to receive that kick. We've seen that time and time again this year where that opening possession really sets a tone for the game. So we'll see what Longhorns can do here.
Longhorns did not ever back down once against Round Valley. As Payson's going to come out with the I formation. Dunning it will be Christensen. Receivers on either side, but again, this power I formation with tight end blockers on the line ready to set it up for Waterman, who this time is wearing number 7. Last week he was number 4. As there's a little bit of pressure shown from the Lobos. Handoff goes to Christensen, tries the right side, gets around the edge, and then stood up as he approaches the 20. Short gain of the neighborhood of 3. Well, they're going to give him 5.
Yeah, pretty favorable spot there, but good hard run there by Christensen. And if you're the Longhorns, that's exactly what you want. If you can guarantee yourself 5 downs, 5 yards, not 5 downs. They only give you 4. But 5 yards every time, they will take that all night.
Brimhall had fumbled the opening kickoff, giving it to the Longhorns, who this time give it to the up man, who's going to fight his way around the center and then move inside the 20. Struggles for a couple of yards, but nothing more to make it an mid-range third down. Now 3rd and 4, which again would seem to indicate that maybe the playbook would go wide open, as there was Dimbat on that carry. Looks as if he's going to be credited with 2 yards to make it now 3rd down and 4. And not a lot of passes, but maybe 4 down territory here for the Longhorns. They're trying to take advantage after a fumble on the opening kick. Christensen again deep in the I formation. They're going to step back and try to set a screen. A little bit of a danger zone, but it's going to be hauled in, and it's all going to depend upon the spot as it's caught on the far side. The intended man and receiver.
Well, if nothing more, it will put them real close to being able to go for it, but they are going to move the chains. Give the Longhorns a comfort fit denture first down here on the opening drive. Just a good little slant route right there. Lobos playing off, not playing real tight coverage. We'll see if that changes.
Well, just push this one to the 17. Put on the 15-yard line. 1st down and 10. No score on the opening drive as Christensen again diving up the middle, but held up after he bounces off of a couple of tacklers. But again, forward motion. Gains 2 that time. And here the Lobos are thinking they were going to get the ball to start the ball game. Instead, 2 minutes have dripped off of the clock, and they are still looking for the first opportunity as now the Longhorns in the red zone facing 2nd down and 8. Ball's on the 13. Again, methodically, Payson coming to the line, continuing to work with the I formation. Christensen remains deep. He's got 7 yards on 2 carries as Waterman fakes the handoff, drops back, pressure. Now he's flushed to the right side and throws this right at one of his running back's feet, which is going to help him avoid the grounding flag, as the intended man turned out to be Dimbat, but I think that he was there to offer blocking help.
Well, great pressure there by Dustin Newby. Lobos brought him on the blitz up from his middle linebacker position. He was able to get the pressure there on Waterman.
So an interesting call there to make us now 3rd and long, but again, did not have a lot of success with the kicking game, did the Longhorns, so I'm assuming that this play might be designed to try to get 4 or 5 and set up something on 4th down. Here facing a 3rd and 8 with the clock now stopped. 9 minutes, 27 seconds to go. There's no score. Camden Brimhall fumbled away the opening kick, providing Payson with a very short field. Started at the 27.
Well, and you get the feeling this is a big couple of downs right here for the Lobos early. If they can turn Payson away without any points after giving up that turnover, that would be huge.
Back judge is counting. Waterman's under center, now sends Christensen in motion. He gives it away to Dimbat, who goes slipping up the middle and is inside the 10. There suggested they are trying to get 4 or 5 yards on 3rd down to set up something more manageable on 4th, waiting for the signal to indicate what he gained, and I think it was 4.
Yeah, they'll give him about 4th and 3 here, 4th and 2. Looks like Longhorns will bring the kicking unit out.
So it looks as if Dominguez is going to get the call, as he's going to attempt one from 26 yards out. Well, they're going to actually have this one down on the 15, so make it 25 yards out, trying to capitalize after the fumble on the opening kick. Snap is good. The kick is away. It's certainly high enough and long enough and good enough. 3-0. Payson is able to get points on the board after the Snowflake turnover. Picked up a first down, and here you are, Abe, 3.5 minutes off the clock. The Lobos now working from behind for the first time in quite a while, trailing 3-0 with 8:38 to go in the first quarter. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Biller has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Biller Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Biller and his team have the latest in orthodontic technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Biller Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Biller Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
But one of the problems with having great playmakers is sometimes they try to do a little bit too much, and Camden Brimhall perhaps guilty of that on the first kickoff. Now as Northern Pioneer College is ready to usher in this one, when it's time to kick off your college education, head to NPC, lowest tuition in the state. Also got a credit to Menges for that last one. He hung it up high and allowed his defenders to get down there. This time he drives Brimhall all the way back toward the goal line. He fields it. Now he's going to have to run out of some congestion as he gets held up at the 15. And pending this flag, that is where the Lobos are going to start. A couple of questionable decisions here from big number 7 for Snowflake.
Well, and I couldn't tell maybe what the flags are going to be. Maybe a face mask. Never mind, holding.
Hey! I thought I heard face mask.
Where are you at?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, and then he turned off his mic again. Well, we were able to hear prior to that it was a face mask flag. So move that to the 30. Pretty good field position after the decision there from Camden Brimhall is going to start on Cantrell's left. 3 receivers going out to the far side of the field. Noah Baum in single coverage. He's being defended very closely as they fake a pass to the right. Coming back to the near side where Baum leaves that one just a little bit underthrown, but Baum is going to be able to get it. Then step into the middle of the field. He's trying to outrace 2 defenders and is able to slip into the end zone for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown. That pass was nearly picked up by Hilgendorf. Instead, he couldn't get up to even deflect it, and then with the size and speed was able to gather it in and go 70 yards for the score.
Well, and what a juke. I don't want to pick on Kellen Mills, number 10, but Noah Baum left him at the 30-yard line, and then just like what you said, Derek, just outran everyone else. That is exactly why we highlight Noah Baum at the beginning of every game, is because he's got that huge playability, and that was on full display right there.
Snowflake now in to attempt the extra point. It's blocked. And will be no good.
Looked like the snap was bobbled there a little bit by Easton Butler, number 11.
6-3, though. The Lobos are in front after just one play. 8 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Rockets got it tee up here for another Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, head to Northland Pioneer College. It has the lowest tuition in the state. Back to receive this for the Longhorns. I believe one of them is Caleb Marinelli, and the other, I think, is Devontae Johnson, furthest from you. As it's 6-3, Snowflake with a turnover and then a missed extra point as this one's angling to the right, will be gathered in there near the goal line, coming back to the near side, and now slipping through a couple of blockers before accelerating over the 25 and getting down to the 30. That was actually Connor Hatch with a good return. So the Lobos have left a few potential points and one definitely on the board, and here comes that Payson offense, which Abe last week in second half was able to keep Round Valley's vaunted offense off the field just by grinding it out. And had already shown the ability to move the chains. Could not do much of that in the first half last week. Now, with a little bit of a chance here with some good field position and coming out with an offset eye. No, well, they get splitbacks behind him as going toward the left and getting stood up after a couple of hard-fought yards there is Dimbat.
Now, good gang tackling there by the Lobos. That's going to be a theme for the rest of the night, I believe. As you mentioned just a moment ago, Derek, Longhorns are going to try to extend this game out, keep that high-powered offense on the bench over here.
Move it out to the 34. 7 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the first quarter. And the Lobos, after a 70-yard pitch and catch from Cantrell and Baum, now lead 6-3. I formation sets up behind Waterman. Ball fake to the left and then tries to throw it towards sideline, but it was deflected.
I believe that was Big Tony Ruiz, number 75, out there, putting pressure on Waterman and gets the big pop to deflect the pass. That was something last week that I noticed at Payson. They did not give Waterman a lot of time, and because of his athleticism, he tries to extend plays and does a good job at it a lot of the times. But if the Lobos will stay assignment sound, he'll run into them. But they got to stay in their lanes. They cannot get too happy on just chasing him around because that'll open up lanes and allow him to run the ball.
Definite passing situation. Receivers on either side, including Hatch, who comes out split wide right. Man in motion going out to provide some more blocking, helping him moving back to the right side. I formation again behind Waterman. Drops back short, now extending it as he whips a pass into the middle of the field, and it's easily intercepted. Coming to the near side and accelerating down the sideline, trying to juke, coming back to the middle, and now approaching the pylon, but finally pushed out of bounds at the 2.
Lance Christensen.
That is the early potential Beeler's orthodontic straight line play of the game, because it has put Snowflake in a definite driving position after the return goes all the way down to the 2-yard line.
It looks like we have an injured Longhorn on the field. I thought I saw number 40, but they don't have a 40 on the roster, so maybe it's 44, Kelton Taylor, potentially. Okay. We did receive confirmation that it is 44, but we do not have a name, so we apologize for that. But yeah, Lance Christensen come from that strong safety position. How about that, Eric? Read those quarterbacks' eyes and just stepped right in front of the ball.
Yeah, and it was going to be a tough throw to complete because Christensen was one of 3 Lobos who was there ready to provide defense.
But it looked like they were trying to set up sort of a 10 to 15-yard post route with their wide receiver out there on the end, and Christensen read it perfect, stepped right in front of the throw.
Get Coach Burke still on the field, and he's going to ask for a timeout. As his Longhorns trail 6-3, the game's second turnover now has Snowflake looking at first and goal at the 2. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at North and Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Lance Christensen's interception, I'm going to give him about 35 yards on the return, but I'm probably underscoring that a bit as the Lobos are going to go with the big package. Brimhall is back. Cantrell going under center, gives it to number 7 as he steps to the right and cuts to the left. And he's in the end zone for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown.
Now, to say that was the big package might have been the understatement of the night, too. They had Anthony Ruiz in there along with number 78. Looking up his number here with Clayton Smith, just leading the way there for Camden.
I believe he was able to dip and duck untouched.
Yes.
We're being reminded by...
Hey, on the kickoff. It's going to be 15. Okay?
Oh, I dumped the gun there. Ow. We heard it was a 15-yard flag that I believe Snowflake wants to keep for the kick.
I would tell him to just keep it on, Ron, if you get a chance.
All right, so Crockett's back in there to try another extra point, and flags are out.
They might send Cantrell back out there now where they're another yard closer, which they are.
Well, they missed the extra point on the previous play. So Cantrell is coming back out as the Lobos lead 12-3, but are looking to try to make it an even 14. They got the
another big set
similar
again.
package as again Brimhall is out. Well, a little bit of confusion, and this time after a couple of blocks were missed, the Longhorns were able to get it to the backfield and stand up Brimhall to make it now still a 12-3 ball game with 7 minutes and 17 seconds to play in the first quarter. The Lobos are up. As Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck? truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
7:17 to play in the first quarter. There's been an awful lot of action as there is a 15-yard flag against one of the Longhorns. So the Lobos now moving it into Payson territory. And Crockett, of course, is losing anywhere from 500 to 1,500 feet of elevation, but still 5,000 feet above sea level. He might go ahead and just try to split the uprights here.
He talks about all the time how he can hit a 50-yarder, so this is his chance, Derek.
He's approaching.
Nailed it. Oh, a little left.
He pulled it to the left.
Good kick by Sam regardless. Gave him our player of the game last time we were together over in Blue Ridge.
So now Payson finds itself in a bit of a hole. And if there was ever a time to try to take the air out of the football, this might be it, as the Lobos have run 2 offensive plays and have 2 scores as a result. They get a little bit of a contrast between two. Of course, one of those possessions was set up by the big turnover, and a ball control team, as Payson tries to be, is not going to be able to do itself any favors when it is putting itself in those kind of circumstances. Marinelli now out running back for the first time here for the Longhorns, who trail 12-3. Gibb instead goes to Dimbat as he fights his way up his center's back and winds up gaining another hard-fought gain of 4.
Well, and there on the bottom of the pile for the Lobos is you see a whole host of them.
Wait, the ball game had started with Camden Brimhall's fumble on the opening kick, and then the Longhorns take 2.5 minutes off with the short field and getting the field goal for a short-lived 3-0 lead. Looked like this one was really going to get some legs as far as the play clock goes, but that has not been the case, as it just now tips under 7. I believe Christensen back in there dotting the I. No, that's Marinelli as he tries to go to the left side, and he gets pushed back violently.
A good tackle there by number 62 for the Lobos, Jacob Wagner.
1 yard on that carry for Marinelli. And now, with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left, another tough third down situation. The last time that Waterman saw himself in these circumstances, he was trying to force a throw into triple coverage. Christensen took it and nearly took it in. This is a very big play here, though. It's just the first quarter for the Longhorns. They're going to need to try to keep that Snowflake offense off the field, as they can have Marinelli in the backfield in the I formation. Receivers on either side. 3rd down and 5. Waterman with the Lobos showing a little bit of pressure. Gives way to Marinelli, and he doesn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, that play was doomed from the start, wasn't it, Derek? You called it. You saw the pressure come up. The linebackers looking to shoot the gaps, and they did just that. As you see, number 58, Jordan Mowers, getting up off the top of the pile there.
Gains 2, but just pushes it out to his own 27. So this seems to be a punting circumstance, as trotting back to their own 45. Now between the 40 and 45 are 2 Lobos, including Brimhall. Low snap is had. Low kick is away. Takes a big candy hop, but it contacts one of the Longhorns, and that's going to be where it goes. Trying to give it an extra kick was Hilgendorf, but I don't think
Still
that anybody's
kicking
buying it.
Referee's just standing on their spot.
Oh, there's a flag down, though, at the Payson 30. So if it's against Snowflake, it'll be a first down for the Longhorns. And there's some hope being demonstrated. A lot of conversation with the Payson sideline.
So probably will be against the Lobos then if they're...
Just a matter of if it was after the kick. The flag remains. And the signal is what?
There he goes. Maybe.
Lobos would have possession at the 40.
Unsporting on Payson, 15 yards. It'll be first down.
So that's 2 unsportsmanlike penalties on the Longhorns on their last 2 special teams plays, Derek. I wonder what they're catching out there. I didn't see any extracurricular activity or kids shoving each other or anything, so there must be something going on.
I don't know. Unless it's a very good night to be somebody's mama, because they're not allowing any of that.
Unless we're all getting together over a box of donuts later on for donuts together.
So that 15 yards moves it into Payson territory. And again, the Lobos leading 12-3, but have only run 2 plays. Now hold on a minute.
We're going to have a conversation with Coach Solomon over here.
I would believe, and again, I'm no expert, but I think that unless it occurred after the kick, the only thing that they could do is
have a re-kick it probably, right?
Put it on the at the end of the play. Hold on.
During the punt, unsporting on the kicking team, Snowflake's going to decline that ball, be first down.
Okay. Well, all of our speculation up here in the booth goes for naught.
Isn't that usually a dead ball foul?
I guess typically, Derek. I don't know.
All right. I don't.
If any of our ref friends out there, feel free to text me.
So the Lobos will have it at the 40-yard line. 3 receivers going to the right. 1 near side is Baum. Looking in that other direction, though, as now Cantrell starts to run out of time. Steps away from one tackler. Now he's under the floor. He's got to the 45, and he's tackled over the 50. It would be a first down, but I thought I saw a flag come out. That might just be somebody knocking the ball around, though, between the lines. So it will be a first down for the Lobos. The best kind of first down, a comfort fit denture first down, as they now have it at the 49 after the 11-yard gain from Cantrell.
And their only offensive play that has not gone for a touchdown thus far.
Yes, with 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, is Cantrell. Pitches it late, and it goes behind his running back. Just wisely falling on that is Brimhall, but that goes for a big 6-yard loss.
Well, and you see Coach Reddick over there on the sidelines coaching up Cantrell. He sort of double-clutched that, as you saw in the replay. If he's going to go for it, he needs to get that pitch out, because Camden just took up off the field and vacated the spot where Cantrell saw him last.
The bigger issue there was a great read by the Payson front 7. They had that with nowhere to go. And again, there's another circumstance where the Lobos, with this wealth of playmakers, and get caught trying to do a little bit too much, but they lead 12-3. 4 minutes and 9 seconds left. As this time it's a straight give to Brimhall. He's going to go to the right side. He's trying to get to midfield, but he's brought down from behind by Christensen. A great stop there in what was nearly the open field, but instead will go for just a very short gain of 2.
And you'll see on the replay there, Christensen just plays Brimhall perfectly. He breaks down and allows Camden to make the move so that he can then decide how he's going to go for that tackle, and just a good open field tackle on a tough runner.
Longhorn defense is 1 play away from getting off the field. There's a shotgun snap with Cantrell now rolling to his left. Throws it into the middle of the flat where it's going to be hauled in there by Claire. But there's a flag down in the Lobo backfield, and it's going to be a hold against one of those big uns. Wide open there, Tyler Clare. But perhaps we get an idea about why Cantrell has to do it.
Holding, 78 on the offense, 10 yards, repeat third down.
Because of the hold.
And they called that on number 78. That's Clayton Smith.
Woo, from the spot. Move it back to the 30. Dog, 3rd and 28 upcoming.
Well, that's sort of what we figured we'd see out of the Lobo offense there. Try to hit something middle of the field. Tyler Clare's been a weapon there that they've used lately in the last few weeks. Done a good job.
Don't usually see a lot of screens from the Lobos, but this might be a good time as there's 2 receivers on either side, and Brimhall's in the backfield, but he's going to serve as an extra blocker. Now pressure's coming on Cantrell, but he's able to step away from it, go to the right side, now wind up, throw to the middle of the field, but behind his intended man, and will fall incomplete. The Longhorn defense does get that stop. And more than anything else, after that big reading of the option, tackle for a loss to set the Lobos behind the chains, got that bigger flag that made it 3rd down and a lot. Now they got a chance to really flip the field. And again, trailing just 12-3, all factors considered, Payson's got to feel pretty good about it. These circumstances it's finding itself in.
Yeah, no doubt. That was a good defensive series by the Longhorns there. Besides the one play where Cantrell broke free, they were able to turn the Lobos back.
Connor Hetch had a good return on a kick. Is now waiting for Crockett's punt. It's a good snap. He catches it at the letters and kicks it away. Takes a good snowflake bounce over the 50, over the 40, and then falls dead at the 36-yard line, but still reasonably good field position for the Longhorns, who trail 12-3 with 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining here in the first. It's been an eventful first quarter. The opening kickoff was fumbled. Payson got its points as a result of that after picking up a first down, had an early lead of 3-0, but 1 play later, 70-yard strike between Cantrell and Baum made it 6-3. Then a Lance Christensen interception was returned to the 2. 1 play later, it was 12-3. The only blemishes right now for the Lobos have been a little bit loose with the football, and those extra points have been evasive.
Yeah, and they've got to stay away from the penalties. You get the feeling they're the only ones that are going to ultimately hurt themselves tonight.
I formation again wind up, and a little bit of a miscommunication on the snap count.
Red ball. False start. Offense. 5 yards. Still first down.
I think that was Travis Christensen, but there might have been a couple of different guilty parties, and you can understand why Christensen might be trying to accelerate prematurely, as he has not had a lot he could work with.
He knows he's got to run into the big, fearsome foursome there for the Lobos.
So now behind sticks go the Longhorns, first and 15, trailing 12-3. Same formation, Christensen remains deep as they go instead to Dimbat, and he is able to force his way for a couple of yards, and now a flag comes out late at the end of that play. Let's see if it stands.
Sort of in the area of holding again, too, Derek. We'll see what they give us.
Came in at the end of the play. Looks like this might be a face mask against Snowflake.
Yeah, I think you're right, Derek.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense, 15 yards. First down.
So Comfort Fit Denture first down off of the penalty. Facing first and 15, they are able to move the chains all the way up over the 46 of the Longhorns, trailing 12-3, 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. As now split backs go behind Waterman. Man in motion sets up the block on the right side. As the give goes again, Dimbat, he's able to force his way toward midfield. Gain a tough 4-yard gain.
Sort of weird on what they did with the chains there, Derek.
Oh, wait,
almost
is that the first?
Well, it should have been an automatic first down on that
Yes.
face mask, correct?
I thought so.
But they hadn't done that yet, so they're going to have to stop the clock and get a few things figured out here.
There's a Mustang Lobo trying to not be the 12th man on the field, but in his haste, he did not see two of the officials talking to one another. So,
yeah,
I think
senior Ashton Fish trying to burn rubber off the field there. Should be second down now.
That most recent play was said to be the Comfort Fit Denture first down. They gained 2 yards and then had 15 yards on the flag. So now wait, hold the phone. I don't know.
Set the clock to 2:17, please.
All right, they want to put the game clock at 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
2:17, Christine. Thank you, Christine.
So 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first quarter. 12-3, Snowflake leading.
I think they're going to keep it first and 10, Derek. So.
Yeah. Receivers on either side, I formation as they give to Christensen as Waterman falls down. Christensen's able to, get to midfield for a gain of 1.
Well, great tackle there by Matthew Brimhall, number 25, just coming off, that's Braden Lewis, number 24, coming off of his outside linebacker position. Red run the whole way, filled the hole perfectly.
Going to call it a short 9, maybe a long 8. As again working with the I formation, methodically coming to the line of scrimmage with 1 minute and 38 seconds left here in the first. Receivers on either side, Christensen's deep. Drop back looking to the near side where it's going to be hauled in by Hatch as he approaches the yard marker. Gains 7, but it'll be third and short as they go back into Snowflake territory for the first time since the opening fumble.
Jace LeSueur on the tackle there for the Lobos. And we've seen some success out of the Longhorns throwing those short slant routes. That was just a quick skinny post of sorts. If they can get the ball out of Waterman's hands quick, little 3-4 step drops, I think they'll find some success with that all night as the Lobos continue to play 4 or 5 yards off their wide receivers.
Because of that face mask, you think this is probably going to be 2-down territory as they go under center. Whoa, a little bit of miscommunication, but Waterman is able to step around to the 40 and then fall out of bounds to pick up a Comfort Fit Denture first down and a gain of 6 after the busted play.
Well, and you see his athleticism right there as Braden Lewis is there for the tackle, thinks he has him dead to rights, but Waterman able to give him a little shimmy and break free to pick up the first down.
Payson.
Once again, drive sustaining plays, right, Derek? That's what the Longhorns, that's their recipe for success tonight.
Payson with the football now at the Snowflake 38. Clock running at 43 seconds to play in the first, trailing 12-3. Again going with the split backs. Man in motion is Devontae Johnson as he sets up on the far side of the line. Handoff goes to Dimbat, who had a hole momentarily, but it closed fast. But still he's able to force his way over the 35 and pick up 3.
Yeah, and that's another good 5-yard gain on first down. You almost feel like at this point the Lobos are going to need one of those turnovers to shift momentum back. Longhorns have seized it here late in the first quarter.
Dimbat's been getting most of the workload from the fullback position. That's his 6th carry for 20 yards. 2nd down and 6 as he again gets the call. This time goes to the right side, gets contacted at the line, but is able to get into the second level and pick up a comfort fit denture first down as the horn sounds. 7-yard gain on that one. And Payson, though it trails 12-3 and has been victimized by some big plays, is right now making this very interesting on this possession as we'll go into the second quarter with the Longhorns inching toward the red zone, though trailing 12-3 on Cholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Payson trailing Snowflake 12-3, but has been able to benefit from a couple of different flags. First came on the last Snowflake possession when a big hold negated what would have been a first down throw between Cantrell and his tight end Tyler Clare. Instead, it was 3rd down and 28 after a spot foul pushed it way back. And then a good punt from Crockett still gave Payson pretty good field position on the 36. A face mask flag gave him a first down opportunity, which was near midfield. And they've just been chipping it away, primarily using Nick Dimbat, who has 7 carries for 27 yards. Got to credit Dexter Waterman, the quarterback, on a busted play, was able to come around the right edge and pick up 6 and a first down. Now they got the ball on the 25. They've been in this circumstance before, remember, after Brimhall's fumble on the opening kick, gave him a short field right in this neighborhood. They were able to get 3 points out of that, but having watched Snowflake's offense prior to the most recent possession do an awful lot, I'm trying to get a little bit more out of that as they again go. Now trying to throw this one up for grabs. It's going to be hauled in at the 5-yard line.
Maybe a touchdown even.
By Wyatt Ashton. There is a flag down. They were both bumping each other. It looks as if Payson believes this is going to go against Snowflake.
Well, regardless, they'll be on the 1-foot line, as I thought that maybe he could have gotten in.
We're going to send this down to senior field correspondent Ron Everingham after we hear from the official to get his impression of that. It looks like it's going to be against the defense.
I believe that was...
Well, we are not... Wait, no. Here it comes.
Pass interference on the defense. That penalty's declined, first down.
Ron, your first instinct was that was going to go against the offense. What did you see?
Well, I did think it had offensive pass interference, but the defender, I don't know that he faced up. He had his back to the quarterback the whole time.
Well, that puts him up first and goal at the 1 as they're running that one toward the goal line. Looked like one official wanted to put the hands up. The other one looks like is going to say that it was short. No, it's a touchdown. It's a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown. Did Marinelli get that?
I couldn't tell, Derek, who ran that in. My apologies. I was busy looking at the officials, see what they were going to call.
Dominguez is going to come in for the extra point, as I think Marinelli got that one. Snap is down, the kick is away, and it's good. Payson hanging around with the number 5 Snowflake Lobos, now trailing just 12-10 here early in the second quarter on Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Alberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Alberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Shola, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Alberto's, real, fresh Mexican food.
Payson now trailing Snowflake 12-10. You can't call this most recent one points off of a turnover, but the Lobos would have again had first down around the Longhorn 35, but a holding flag pushed him back to 3rd and 28. And the Longhorns then take it 64 yards.
Well, just a really good series by the Longhorns right there. We saw a little bit of everything.
Waterman was able to keep it after all sorts of nifty plays, especially a 24-yard reception between he and Wyatt Ashton.
And you get the feeling here, Derek, that the Lobos need to seize back their momentum with another good offensive drive.
Wangert's first opportunity. He's getting some blockers to go over the 30, still on his feet at the 35, and then finally brought down at the 40. It looked like he was getting awfully loose with that football, but no harm, no foul.
Yeah, switched hands a couple of times, and Rhett, just a good, hard-nosed kid. He was not to be brought down. Carried guys about 10 yards right there on that play, so good run by Rhett.
J.J. Lerma is not available. Ordinarily, he'd be the second option in the Snowflake backfield. It's in fact Wengert, who has not yet been able to get a carry. It hasn't been an awful lot of offense for the Lobos, in large part because of big plays, especially Baum as he comes up in single coverage on the near side. Instead, the handoff goes Brimhall, but he is going to be tracked down in the backfield, and a great play there by one of the Longhorns.
That's number 55 for the Longhorns. That's Jimmy Johnson coming off of his defensive line position.
Just a gain of 2 there for Brimhall, which gets him even, as he was a victim of an option play gone awry. Now second down and 8, as again Brimhall with the opportunity, but that's again blown up by a couple of different Longhorns as he's stopped for a big loss of 4.
That's 58, Rohan Smith. Man, he just blew up his blocker right there. And if you're the Lobo coaches, you've got to be a little disheartened by that, as you do outman those guys, especially along your tackle and guard positions with size. They should not be blowing up that play like that.
Back behind schedule go the Lobos. 3rd down and 14 from the shotgun. Cantrell drops back, looking downfield. Now he's going to try to make something happen, but they had a spy on him, and he's going to be brought down for no gain, maybe a yard or 2.
And that's the two-way player, Nick Dimbat. Man, he's getting it done on both sides of the ball tonight for the Longhorns. And, man, that's a big shift right there in the game, Derek, is the Lobos needed to come out and put together something right there, but the Longhorns turn them back and are going to get a chance to put together another drive of their own.
Dimbat with 7 carries, 27 yards. That big stop on 3rd and 15. He says he wants to be the Alberto's hungry player of the game.
He's making a good case for it right now.
Crockett kicking from the side, bounces at the 30. Oh, boy, takes a huge Lobo bounce all the way back to the 10. So an exceptionally long field here for Payson with 9 minutes and 41 seconds remaining. But the Longhorns got to be feeling pretty good about themselves, trailing just 12-10, and have forced punts on the most 2 recent Snowflake possessions. Let's see what Ron Everingham has on his mind.
Hey, down here on the Payson sidelines, Payson band is bringing it tonight. One of the best bands that I've heard, other than Snowflake, of course, in the region. And I have to mention they have a great meal deal over here. So, Derek, if I could borrow $5, I can get a cheeseburger and some chips and a drink. So I'll come hit you up.
I'll see what I can do. I just rifled the couch before I headed up, so I think we're good.
Ron, put one on order for me if you would.
from their own 10. Here come the Longhorns as they fake a give and then looking to get something happening again into triple coverage with the pass that was intended for Connor Hatch.
Yeah, dangerous pass there by Waterman as you had Wenger and LeSueur and Lewis out there on coverage. Trying to force the ball. You start feeling good for yourself, right, Derek? You complete a long pass like you did on that last drive, and you start feeling pretty good.
What's especially interesting about that play call on 1st and 10 deep in their own territory is it seems as if what the Longhorns might be articulating is that they're confident that they could use the ground game to try to gain these 10 yards on these two plays. As they again send receivers on either side, Gabriel Hilgendorf is coming to the near side with the I formation behind Waterman, who gives to the up man in Dimbat, who's again bouncing off of tacklers all the way out. Well, he gets to the 14.
Yeah, you got 6 or 7 right there, Derek. And, the thing that I love about Nick Dimbat, that kid does not go down on first contact. You can see why he's the first man through on the I formation because he is getting hit right around the line of scrimmage, but he keeps those feet churning, and he's picking up 4 or 5 yards after contact a lot of the times.
2nd down, they're calling this one 5 as he just shy of the 15. No, beg your pardon, this is 3rd down. So again, with receivers on either side, single man and the near side is again Hilgendorf, but they've been throwing mostly to the right. Handoff instead goes to Marinelli. He's trying to stretch this one out, but you're going to have a hard time doing that against this Snowflake defense. Just too much speed, especially laterally.
Well, you see it right there on display as Dustin Newby just comes over from his linebacker position and blows that play up. And this will be 4th and 3. Looks like Longhorns will bring out the punting unit, but probably not a good position in the field to try a fake, right, Derek? But, hey, it's 3A football.
Not
you never know.
Not in the second quarter. I don't know. We'll see. There's 2 men back to receive as Christensen's one of them, but the kick is angling toward Brimhall. It's a high hanger that he retreats back to the midfield marker, now accelerates along the far sideline, gets inside the 40 before falling over the 35, and it will be a very short field now for the Snowflake offense, which at this point is looking for a little bit of mojo.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Derek. This will be a big series for them, and if the Longhorns can turn them away again here, I think that just builds their confidence exponentially while furthering the – oh, sorry, we've got an injured player, it looks like.
On the far side, one of the Payson Longhorns is down. He does seem to be responsive, and looks like he's might be favoring one of his legs, or hopefully he's just had the wind knocked out of him. But they might also be trying to get underneath his shoulder pad, so that
those are painful.
We will give him some privacy as his team trails 12-10 here with 8 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the half. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable. Always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
All right, after that injury timeout, 8 minutes, 12 seconds left in the second quarter. 12-10, Snowflake has the lead and the football with excellent field position starting on the Payson 34. Cantrell from the shotgun, Brimhall on his right, gets the call, accelerates to the 30, and then down to the 26.
Well, and that's what we haven't seen out of the Lobos is good positive yardage on first down. And
unless they're going for 70 and a score.
Yeah. Or 2 touchdowns on the first 2 plays, right? but it feels like they just need to get back into that offensive rhythm a little bit.
Brimhall awarded 6 yards on that. Now a keeper for Cantrell as he puts his head down, goes toward the 25, and a flag comes out late, thrown into the backfield. This might be a tackling infraction, but frequently when you see something like this, it's a hold.
Definitely within that region of a hold.
Holding. Number 50 on the offense, 10 yards. Still. Second down.
So move the Lobos back after what looked like could have been a Comfort Fit Denture first down will instead be another big hold, which also pushes them well away from Crockett's leg, or at least his range. So they're marking it on the 38. Second down and 14. Handoff this time Brimhall trying to find some room as he stutter steps his way toward the far hash and then kick it outside where he picks up a couple, maybe 3 or 4.
Well, guess who it is again there on Brimhall initially is Dimbat, and then finishing off as number 35 Hunter Stanfield. Just good tackling there by the Longhorns, sniffing that play out from the get-go.
So 3rd and 11. Cantrell with the shotgun, moving to the right, looking for something upfield, and waits for Claire to get a little bit of separation, finds his man over the 25, and should be just enough for a Comfort Fit Denture first down. Just the second completion on the third attempt from Cantrell.
Well, and he found his big tight end, Tyler Clare there, who's really come on strong the last couple of games. Good route and picked up just enough for that first down.
So 7 minutes to play here in the half. 12-10, Snowflake with the lead and the ball. First down carry
by Brimhall.
Had by Brimhall as he's able to pick up a pretty good gain of 5.
Well, and that time he made Dimbat miss, and then Stanfield had to come in and finish him off. That opens up the playbook here. You got to stay away from penalties now if you're the Lobos.
Trips going to the left. Watch Baum here with single coverage. Fake the handoff. Brimhall coming toward Baum, who's got this on the near sideline. Slips one tackler, steps inside, nearly gets away from another, but will instead be brought down inside the 5. A Comfort Fit Denture first down and gain of 12 to set up 1st and goal here for the Lobos.
Baum filling that one.
Is Baum down? Oh, boy.
It looked like Dimbat was the one that came over and laid the hit right on the back. You see it right there, right on that left shoulder of Baum.
And then he fell on the football. So, again, you just hope that he had the wind knocked out of him and the way he's getting up. And
definitely pretty ginger, isn't he? That would be a loss for the Lobos, to say the least.
Oh, he's maybe favoring his left wrist. So we'll keep an eye on that. But his big pass and catch and run sets up his team. Well, I thought he was a little bit closer, but they're putting him just inside the 5. 1st and goal, 6 minutes, 28 seconds left here in the second quarter. 12-10, Snowflake leading and threatening.
They'll now bring Eduardo Guevara in as your wideout along with McCray, number 8. So something to keep an eye on here. The Lobos like doing some fade routes near the end zone.
Wengert out for his first attempt here on the offensive side. Remember, J.J. Lerma, who would ordinarily be one of these split backs, is not available as Cantrell with Brimhall on his right, working from the shotgun, goes to Brimhall as he slips through one tackler in the backfield and another as he gets back to the line of scrimmage and then fights his way into the end zone for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown. He was contacted 3 times before he got any positive yardage, but the Longhorns just couldn't bring him down.
Wow, and that is just sheer determination by number 7. Looking to make up for that early mistake of his, and he does in a big way right there for the Lobos. As you said it, Derek, I mean, what did he break? 4 or 5 tackles right there to find the end zone for a short 4-yard touchdown run.
Leads out 18-10. They have not been successful with any extra points yet, have the Lobos, but already leading by a score and a 2-point conversion. This one might have been blocked again as it was wide left. So unsuccessful on all 3 points after. 6 minutes, 17 seconds left in the second quarter. 18-10, Snowflake leads on Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Well, there's a development on this Snowflake sideline as the Lobos lead 18-10. Here's 6 minutes, 17 seconds to play in the half. And Noah Baum, who just had his second catch, he has 82 yards on just those two. And he has his pads off, and they are investigating his left shoulder. So we'll try to keep a sharp eye on that as Crockett kicks this one deep and into the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns had been feeling pretty good about themselves, but a pretty good return on a short kick gave Snowflake an opportunity. And the Lobos capitalized despite another holding flag. The Snowflake team right now just hasn't been able to get out of its own way going back to the opening kick, which was fumbled. They have been able to get some quick strikes, have been able to make a lot of opportunities for themselves. For example, Lance Christensen with the interception that was taken inside the 5. But a stalling offense, in large part because of penalty flags, has been permitting Payson to linger. Now, with 6 minutes and 17 seconds left, again, a ball control offense out there that's going to get the ball to start the second half. As they fake the give, throw this one toward the near sideline, but it's short-hopped. Intended man was Ashton.
Yeah, first time I think we've seen the Longhorns go from the shotgun right there.
I believe
just
so.
A quick slant, trying to run to Ashton. Working again on Cooper Rapier, number 82 for the Lobos.
And it's the second time in as many possessions now that Payson has thrown on first down. That's looking away from Nick Dimbat, who has had 8 carries, 31 yards, and been doing an awful lot of good work as they go from the pistol now. Shotgun snap is pulled back. Waterman's going to try to run this one over the left edge, gets to the 25 and maybe to the 26 to set up a manageable third down.
Well, and I like that play call by the Longhorns. We've seen nothing but I formation and just ground and pound up through the middle, and that's tough to make the adjustment if you're the Lobo defense. Now you've got to start playing a bit more assignment sound defense and stay in your lanes. So good adjustment here by the Longhorns, maybe trying to go get that momentum back here as we tick to 5 minutes.
Big third down play is Snowflake with Baum on the sideline, trying to get the ball back and potentially put this out of reach. Third down, they're calling it 5 as the shotgun snap had by Waterman. Winds up and throws this one behind his receiver, and incomplete. Intended man was Connor Hatch.
Well, Braden Lewis just grabbing his helmet there. He knew he had a chance at one. Waterman put some stink on that ball, though. That was an 85-mile-an-hour fastball coming out.
So punting situation, but with a little bit of distance. Lobos again using 2 return men. Doesn't look as if anybody think about running this one is in there as the snap is had. Kick is high. It's a good one. Bounces at the 50, takes a huge Payson bounce, but right into the breadbasket of one of the up men, and they could have probably got another 10, maybe 15 yards. Instead, it's going to be down at the 45, so the Lobos pick up a break. Now with a relatively short field in front of them, their primary pass catcher still without any pads, and it looks like he might be shedding other equipment as well. I don't know if Noah Baum is going to remain available. So after him, you got Tyler Clare, who gets an awful lot of look. J.J. Lerma is also not available. He does an awful lot as far as receiving goes, but Davin McCray is also one of the primary pass catchers. So all these guys looking for an opportunity to step up here is instead go to Brimhall.
That's Wenger.
No, that's Wenger. He goes over midfield, picks up about 6.
Well, there's the debut of Rhett Wenger we talked about at the top. He's got good vision, and Rhett is one of the fastest players out there on the field. I can guarantee you that. Him and Camden, from what I hear of practice, it's between them two. So they don't lose much when Rhett's carrying the ball in the way of speed.
Second down, 4, trips right. Looking in this direction where Brimhall split wide. He's going to get the catch, maybe get his face mask grabbed. He's going to be able to run out to about the 42-yard line, pick up 7 yards, but boy, howdy, I thought they grabbed his face.
I couldn't tell if it was shoulder pads, but yeah, something definitely got ripped on Brimhall there. And good tackle by Mills. He's a little shaken up, but going to stay in this ball game.
That Comfort Fit Denture first down moves the chain. Snowflake going without a huddle. Handoff again, Wangert accelerates to the 40, bounces it inside to the 35, stays on his feet to get down to the 33-ish, perhaps picking up another 6 or 7.
Well, and this is reminiscent a little bit of last year, Derek. If you remember, Camden Brimhall sort of came on near the end of the year and was that change of pace back for the Lobos, and maybe that's what Rep provides this year now that they're missing J.J. Lermer for the rest of the year.
Second down 2, he actually gained 8. 2 receivers on either side, and a timeout, I believe, taken by Payson's sideline. Indeed. Second timeout used by Payson, 4 minutes, 5 seconds to play. 18-10, Snowflake leading and again on the move. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Payson uses its second timeout, 2nd and 2 for the Lobos, who again look as if they're going to have to play the remainder of this one without Noah Baum. Their leading pass catcher was able to set his team up first and goal, has 82 yards and a touchdown on just 2 catches, but is without shoulder pads right now. It's probably the most important stat, 0 shoulder pads. Is now facing 2 yards on second down. Ball fake, trying to go down the far sideline where it's left up and hauled down by McCray, but he can't hang on to it. Incomplete. I spoke too soon.
Well, nice thrown ball there by Cantrell. Gave McCray a chance, and he almost made a spectacular catch there. That would have been in line for our straight line play of the game, our Beeler orthodontic straight line play of the game.
Let's see, Lance Christensen's still in the clubhouse right now with that. Well, he's not in the clubhouse. At the turn.
Still a back 9 to play.
Yes. 3rd and 2. And I think that is Wangert with Brimhall now being utilized as a receiver. Instead, they're going to go with the give to Cantrell. He keeps it. Goes over the 25. He's still on his feet at the 20 and rumbles all the way down into the red zone to the 19. Picks up 15 when he needed 2 and a Comfort Fit Denture first down.
And then throws a strike to the ref to boot. So Cantrell doing a little bit of everything there. But, man, what a weapon to have when you're 3rd and short, 4th and short like that, right? Just a big bulldozer of a kid is Caden Cantrell. And good speed to make it tough to bring the young man down.
Ice now going onto Baum's left shoulder. Brimhall in the backfield. He gets the call, starts right, goes left, and tackled over, well, gains 1.
Well, the Longhorns have scouted that play really well. You can tell that's something they worked on and are focusing on getting. Lobos known for doing sort of that little crossing action with the running backs and giving it to the second guy through. The Longhorns have had that sniffed out on multiple occasions tonight.
3 minutes, 12 seconds. Snowflake trying to use as much of this first half clock as possible. This has been quite a lengthy first half of play as fake the handoff. Wingert, ball fake, now throwing this one to a cutting receiver. Who was that?
Guevara, number 2, Eduardo.
He had that one rattle in and out of his hands, and I think the pump fake there from Cantrell was throwing off his timing a little bit.
Well, good defensive play there by number 24 for the Longhorns. That's Hilgendorf.
So 3rd and 9. Of course, on the previous 3rd down play, Cantrell was able to rumble for 15. But bear in mind here that the Lobos are 0 for 3 on points after. Don't know if Crockett might be making an appearance on 4th down. As a long drop here from Cantrell, surveys, now starts moving to the right, looking back to the left, nothing doing, so he spins again, Tony Romo style, moving it to the left, picks up a big block, and a flag comes out. The Snowflake crowd is not happy, and they could potentially throw another one there as it looks as if Cantrell might have been tackled by the crown of somebody's helmet. Ooh-wee. But the one flag that remains out there is going to be an illegal block against the Lobos.
Which it looked pretty clean to me. I don't know if maybe they're calling a blindside block or something potentially, but we'll have to see.
Oh, they pick up the flag. So Cantrell will get the positive yardage as that moves out to the 14. I think he had to run about 30 yards to gain 5.
Yeah, Lobos coaches just answered your question. They are going to let Sam give a kick here.
So scrimmage is the 19. This should be somewhere in the neighborhood of a 36-yarder, which is, again, well within his striking distance, but the kicking game has not been working here for the Lobos as Butler's in to do the holding. Snap is good. It's down. It's away. And that would have been good from 50.
Yeah, that was well executed by the Lobos there, and a great kick by Mr. Crockett.
36-yard field goal is good to make it 21-10. Snowflake in front. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left in the second quarter. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Lobos used the short field, and Crockett is able to pick up a 36-yard kick that is good. The first time he's been able to be successful in that regard. This is the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, head to NPC. It has the lowest tuition in the state. As interesting formation here from the Longhorns. And again, Coach Burke back out on the field, and I'm not sure what might be in his bonnet.
You've got to be able to go full sprint right at that shoulder, okay?
And I would imagine he's probably talking to head referee Randall in regards to that last no call, right? I think he probably felt like his player was blindsided and or clipped in the back, and whatever the call was going to be, after a short conversation amongst the referees, they waved the flag off.
So here comes Crockett. He was able to get the last kick into the end zone. This one looks like it's going to be held up a bit short. No, it bounces between two Payson players and for the touchback.
Well, and after seizing momentum back, the Lobos looking for a big defensive stop here, Derek.
Okay, let's go. Let's go, fellas.
And let's see if the Longhorns go with sort of their change of pace, where they went from the shotgun a few times last series and the pistol and tried to stretch some edges. We'll see if they go that route this time.
Had gone with the pass on the last two first down plays after really using Nick Dimbat to do a lot of the groundwork. The two primary ball carriers have just combined for 6 opportunities. That's Christensen and Marinelli. And it looks as if Christensen's going to be back dotting the I, but Dimbat, who has 8 carries, 31 yards, he is up and not just there for blocking support.
Odds are he's getting the ball, right?
Handoff is faked. Christensen, and then trying to find somebody downfield. The pocket collapses on Waterman, and he's dropped for a loss. Snowflake takes a timeout. We'll take it with him. 2:16 to go, 21-10. The Lobos lead on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find...
Clear for 30.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
21-10, Snowflake leading. I know you're all good-hearted people out there and curious. The Dodgers still cannot hit. trailing 2-0 in the top of the sixth in the first game of a divisional series against a team with 107 wins, 106-win Dodgers. Only Major League Baseball would think that up. Lobos opting to take a timeout. They still have 2 after forcing a collapsed pocket upon Waterman. And the Longhorns still looking to try to potentially keep Snowflake off balance by throwing on first down. But it looks as if at this point anyway, in a first half that has crept along, the athletic advantage that Snowflake boasts is really starting to wear down this Payson front, which has been game at this point, but it's just an awful lot to ask.
Well, they need to put a drive together here so that Snowflake does not get the ball back again. As they get the ball at half, do the Longhorns.
Pressure shown, but then backing off. And this batted at the line, but falls incomplete. I didn't see who got a hand on that one.
That was number 68 for the Lobos. Or, excuse me, 58, Jordan Mowers. Senior Jordan Mowers out there. So, yeah, good play there by the defensive end. And it saves Snowflake a timeout. If I'm the Longhorns, I get the idea of needing to get a first down and keep the clock running here, but throwing the ball is only going to work into the Lobos' advantage.
3rd down and 12. And Waterman's going to use the shotgun. Tripp's going to the right. Single coverage on the near side, but he's running the pocket in that direction to the far side of the field. Had a man open, but cannot bring it down as the intended man, Connor Hatch, looked like he was not ready for that one to head to him. Might have been a little bit wide as well. So again, Snowflake gets to keep its 2 timeouts.
And out there on coverage was Jace LeSueur. Looked like Hatch had him initially, but Waterman couldn't find him. And this is going to be good field position for the Lobos, Derek, as we haven't seen many great punts out of the Longhorns tonight. Young man needs to get into one here for him.
This one short but high, and gambling on that one and remaining on his feet after the reception over the 40, 35, blocking help coming to the near side.
He's going to
go. Might be able to get it all the way in, going sideline to sideline. He's brought down shy of the goal line. Great hustle there from one of the Longhorns, but a better run from Camden Brimhall.
Wow. What a gutsy play there by Camden. Already had his fair share of problems today on the special teams, and he just takes it. What was that, 49 yards, 48 yards or so? Caught it just in front of the 50. But good play there by Camden as he's able to get an edge. Good blocking out there by his teammates, and give him the ball. Let him finish his play here.
Second time here in the first half that Snowflake finds itself starting a drive on the 2. First time happened off of Lance Christensen's interception. This time a great return after it looked as if he was threatening to potentially have that one dislodged. Remember, Brimhall already has one fumble on special teams today, but that time really making up for it. And getting a score here is going to do an awful lot to put this one out of reach here as Cantrell's working from the shotgun. And it looked like that might have been snapped directly to Brimhall, who's going to the left side and into the end zone for a Mountain Mobile Autoglass touchdown.
No,
was that snapped directly to him?
No, they handed it off, but Cantrell made a good block. That's actually what was able to free Camden as Christensen just blew through the line, and Cantrell was able to meet him and spring Camden for the touchdown.
Well, that one now making it 27-10. 0 for 3 thus far on points after are the Lobos. Remember, not long ago it was 12-10. Payson had scored, and it was looking like this was going to be a tight one, but the Lobos offense has found its footing as that one is up and good to make it 28-10 with 1 minute and 50 seconds left here in the first half. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
(28-10) Snowflake leading As we got a score out of Sholo where it's 7-6, Round Valley leading the Cougars at halftime.
That's what we've got on YouTube. I guess I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but I would assume so. Sounds like that's a good game over there.
Here's a Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, head over to Northland Pioneer College. It has the lowest tuition in the state. The Lobos have 2 timeouts, can potentially get the ball back to again, as this one will be returned. Hatch runs up the center of the field, moves to the left, steps around one tackler, gets to the 25 before he is brought down. Now, Payson has been showing a want to try to throw it, but seems as if it is in their best interest to just keep this on the ground and give the ball back to Snowflake potentially with very little time. But the Lobos can't stop play twice. Noah Baum on the sideline without shoulder pads, without a shirt. He's got ice on. That is not anything that any fan of the Lobos wants to see in their top receiver. As there's another conversation between the officials with the ball spotted at the Payson 27. I don't see a flag down.
Yeah, not sure what that little conference was for, but we're going to go back to play here. Longhorns out of the shotgun again, Derek. I don't know what they're looking to do here.
Well, they're dropping back, trying to set up a screen. Gets one to Marinelli. He's got a little bit of blocking help as he gets to the 30, but he is hit hard at the 35 and brought down for a potential Deemer's, Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game.
Man, Lance Christensen just sniffed that one out. A little late as they're able to pick up 8 on the play, but man, what a stick at the end there.
2nd down and 3. That's the 4th completion for Waterman. As he's again looking to pass, throws this one over the middle, but it was knocked down, nearly picked off.
Yeah, batted at the line of scrimmage and then almost fell into the hands of Matthew Brimhall. Unless that's Braden Lewis out there. I can't tell if it's 24 or 25. I believe that's 25 because I see Lewis over on the outside. But once again, clock stopped though, Derek, and Lobos still have 2 timeouts. If they turn them back right here on a short run and don't give up the first down, expect them to use one.
1 minute and 8 seconds left, and there's an empty backfield. Waterman, though, with nifty footwork. Already seen that once as he puts a man in motion, fakes the handoff. Now he's looking to pass, goes right into the breadbasket of one of the Lobos. It's going to be returned at the 35-20. Braden Lewis is at the 10. He's at the 5. He's in the end zone for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown and a big, huge shift in what little momentum the Longhorns had left.
Now, and I think Waterman was expecting his wide receiver to sit down in the zone. So I don't know if it was just an errant throw or if he was expecting his receiver to be there. But Braden Lewis takes it to the house.
I think that was a good 40-yard return.
Yeah, he was close to that 40, maybe 36, 37, Derek. But, yeah, definitely close to the 40.
Crockett, he was good on his last point after, but this time the left side of his line started moving before the ball.
On the offense, 5 yards, still 1 on time down.
Lobos trying to make it 35-10 again. In the second quarter, it was 12-10. And Payson looked like it had just taken control of the ballgame on both sides. But the Lobo defense got a big stop, short kick, short field, and they were able to make it 18-10 and then just been slowly piling it on. As 5 yards further, the snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 35-10 now the Lobos lead as they have scored 23 unanswered. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
I believe there's 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining in the half. And Payson needs to try to dial something up. The 15th-ranked Longhorns playing the 5th-ranked Lobos. And ready to kick this one away, still with 2 timeouts remaining. This one angling to the far side of the field, but will fall out of bounds. No, I beg your pardon, into the end zone. For a touchback. So I think there's 1 minute and 6 seconds left.
So the Longhorns got that ball before the first punt with like 2 minutes and 20 seconds, right?
Yes.
Lobos used 1 timeout, and they've now scored 14 points.
Yes.
In 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Well, no, I think in 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Well, yeah, that's right. There's still a minute to play, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. No,
yes.
They have executed the end of the half here perfectly, especially if you do not get the ball to start the second half.
I'm not complaining about this, just pointing out that this game is moving at a pace where you'd think that all the players are being paid by the hour. As there's the I formation going to, well, no, it's going to wind back up in Waterman's hands as he falls down. Snowflake, I don't think, is going to use a timeout.
Yeah, I think Dimbat was like, no, I'm being tackled right now. I can't take a fumble. You need to keep the ball here, Waterman.
Loss of 2 for Waterman. Clock moving, 40 seconds left. As we will try to give you a picture of what the most recent rankings sets up for the playoffs as this give goes to Christensen, but he has got nothing he can do with 3 tacklers waiting for him before he gets to the line of scrimmage. They will credit him with a yard.
And that should do it for this first half here.
There's no need to run another play.
And it doesn't look like they will, Derek. They'll head to the locker room.
So there's been a little bit of everything in the first half, but 35-10, Snowflake leads after all is said and done. Big play right now for the Lobos. Looking forward is Noah Baum, who's, again, without any shoulder pads or jersey and ice on his left shoulder. So maybe we can get somebody to tell us exactly what may be up with the big receiver, but the Lobos up just as big. 35-10 here at intermission. It is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com. 5 minutes, Ashley.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Alberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Alberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Sholo, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Alberto's. Real, fresh Mexican food.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Aliberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Aliberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Sholo, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Aliberto's. Real, fresh Mexican food.
How much time, Ashley? Oh, we're back. $35-10. The Lobos are leading at the break. This started off with all sorts of fireworks as the Lobos won the toss, elected to receive. Camden Brimhall fumbled the kickoff and gave the Longhorns a very short field. Payson able to get a field goal to take a 3-0 lead that was short-lived. The very next offensive play, a 70-yard reception between Cantrell and Baum, made it 6-3. It took a while before the Lobos were able to get any of the extra points to convert. They got the ball back lickety-split after a Lance Christensen interception was returned to the 2. Just 2 offensive plays for Snowflake, and they had a 12-3 lead. But Payson was able to recover, especially on the defensive end first, forced 2 punts. They're able to get it into the end zone using a big face mask, personal foul flag. Got a couple of big plays, especially a 24-yard reception between Waterman and Wyatt Ashton. Able to then use Waterman to get into the end zone. It was 12-10 at that point in the second quarter. But since then, the Lobos have scored 23 straight. Most recently, it was off of a Braden Lewis 40-yard interception return that set up Camden Brimhall's second touchdown run. They've been getting it done in a variety of ways. Have the Lobos using a 5 of 6 night here in the first half from Caden Cantrell. He's thrown for 101 yards. Brimhall's been relatively quiet by his standards, 19 yards on 11 carries, but a lot of this is because they've had such short fields and also because Cantrell has been so efficient. It just doesn't feel, though, like it's a big 25-point advantage for the Lobos.
Well, the Longhorns did an excellent job of managing the game their way in that first quarter and a half, right?
Yeah.
And then it really got away from them in the middle of the second quarter. But yeah, the Longhorns had the Lobos right where they wanted them. And as you just went down on the rundown, there were big plays on both sides of the ball. The Lobos responded well when they needed to. That's why they find themselves up 35-10.
What do you think about the way that the Longhorns have been calling it here, especially after they fell down 18-10? It looked as if they had been really riding the ground game, which is what we had seen last week against Round Valley between this Longhorn team. But they have been thrown on every first down since and have not finding any success.
Well, I feel like, Derek, they got away from Dimbat and those 3, 4 yard, 5 yard pops, right? That really had created a lot of space in their offense. It's what allowed them to get the passing game going when they found Ashton Wyatt for that big 24-yard completion. And they've simply gotten away from that. And that's been a tough part so far in this second quarter to watch them do that. I feel like if I'm the Longhorns coaches, to get back in this game, first of all, you can't allow the Lobos to score again. And you've got to find that ground game again so that it spreads out the passing game and you can find your receivers downfield.
After this, we're going to take a look at what the rankings have set up for if the season had ended last week with the way that the state tournament was going to play. It is going to get hot and spicy in the 3A conference. We'll tell you why after this. 35-10, the Lobos lead at halftime. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable. Always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Shola Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Shola Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Shola Ford has the best deal. Shola Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholaford.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Alberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Alberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Shola, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Alberto's. Real, fresh Mexican food.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable. always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
At halftime, 35-10, the Lobos are in front. I've mentioned this already once, but if the season had ended last week, Payson, despite being number 15 in the rankings, would have been left out because there are 7 regions in the 3A conference. And that means that all champions are going to get in there. One of them, Phoenix Christian, or somebody out of the 3A Metro West at this point, is poised to take away a spot in the tournament for one of the other 16 teams. Eastmark for the 3A Central right now would have been in as the 16, so not necessarily taking anything away from anybody, but Payson would have been on the outside looking in, which really emphasizes the importance of this ball game or any of the others, because they're going to have to find a win, Abe, is just the bottom line for the Longhorns. Everybody else right now safely in, though we ought to note that Winslow, which is coming off of a huge win against 4A Flagstaff, which was undefeated prior, was just playing host to Blue Ridge yesterday and came down to 28-7 on the wrong end of that ledger. I would go so far as to say that puts Blue Ridge safely in at this point.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's going to be that battle for that final playoff spot out of the 3A East between Winslow and Payson. They're going to need to go up and shock someone, right? They're going to need to go up and get a Round Valley, get a Sholo, get a Blue Ridge. If they can do that, well, Winslow had their shot at Blue Ridge here, but if they can do that, they might find themselves in the playoffs.
So it might come down to Winslow and Payson. The winner, that's going to sneak into the playoffs. It's the way it might work. But here's the way, if the season had ended the way this is going to set up, Valley Christian right now, number 1, would play host to Phoenix Christian as the 16. Take a listen to some of these matchups just in the first round. 8-9 game, Thatcher Winslow. 4-13, Sholo Sabino. 5-12, Snowflake Blue Ridge in the first round. That, of course, is set to change after Blue Ridge knocks off Winslow. On the other side of the bracket, number 2, Round Valley hosting Eastmark. How's this? Number 7, Safford, and number 10, Yuma Catholic. 2 contrasting styles, historically anyway.
I'd want to go watch that game right now.
That would be fun. River Valley, number 3, getting Monument Valley at 14. And then ALA Gilbert North, which just lost to ALA Queen Creek by 3 last week, would be your 6th seed, hosting 11 Push Ridge.
We saw how Push Ridge played Snowflake real tough. Snowflake won by 5 points, 26-21, I believe, is what the final was there. So, yeah, that would be an incredible first round of games, and it will probably shake out similar to that. Maybe not some of those exact matchups, but as of right now, those 16 teams, maybe minus a Blue Ridge or Winslow potentially out of the 3A East, are probably all in.
All right, we'll start the second half right after this. 35-10, Snowflake leading Payson. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
You think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy, Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Get ready to start the second half. Snowflake going to kick off leading 35-10. Ball's not yet set up, but I think Ron Everingham has a little word on Noah Baum.
Yeah, thanks. The story from the Snowflake sidelines is that Noah Baum's going to be taking this half off on a precautionary note. Said his shoulder had popped out and popped back in, but just staying out on a precautionary note.
Oh, that's good to hear. I mean, best case scenario, I'd say, as the Lobos leading 35-10. So it doesn't look as if at this point they need Baum's production. I don't see him on the sideline. Oh, okay. He is down there. As the Longhorns looking to get a drive going, trailing 35-10. Crockett's got it teed up. They're ready to go. As this has been one long football game going all the way over to the far sideline. Hatch has the catch, and now is brought down almost immediately, but will cross over the 20.
Good coverage there by Lobos to start the second half, and this is really where the Lobos changed momentum, was on this side of the ball. We'll see if they can do it again, as they scored multiple times. Well, I take that back. Just once, but they had the long pick six by Lance Kirshenson, and then also a long
Lewis.
return on.
Brimhall's punt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But Braden Lewis also had a long return.
Braden
on
Lewis.
interception.
That's the one I was trying to look for right there.
So I formation setting up behind Waterman, who's trailing 35-10 here at the beginning of the third quarter. Handoff goes to Christensen, comes to the near side, gets a little bit of a crease. He's able to fall forward for a gain of 3, maybe 4.
And that's exactly what the Longhorns got away from there in that second quarter, Derek. And you and I talked about it during half. I feel like that's where they need to get back to if they're going to climb back into this game. And if nothing more, just to keep the offense off the field for the Lobos.
Yes.
Downhill,
they're
downhill,
methodically making their way to the line of scrimmage. Now Caleb Marinelli in the backfield as the I formation sets up behind Waterman, who's under center. Handoff instead goes Dimbat, who's going to stay on his feet again, taking a pounding as he gets over the 25. Another gain of 3, but it sets up 3rd down and 4.
Now, he gets stood up initially there by Dustin Newby, and then Rhett Wingert just comes in and finishes him off. You see Rhett just pushing the pile there on that replay. Great camera view by our team there.
So they're going to call it 3rd down and 5. Less than 11 minutes to play here. Just over 1 minute in the books in the third quarter. As Marinelli will remain in the backfield. Waterman has been successful at times going through the air on 3rd down. A little bit of pressure shown by the Lobos. He's going to go to the far side of the field. That's grabbed over the 30, and it's going to be dependent upon the spot. It looks like that's going to be a Comfort Fit Ventures 1st down.
Well, man, I feel like we've seen that before, and not going to be a 1st down?
It's over the Oh, it was not a touchback. He needed to get it over the 31. So it's not a Comfort Fit Venture 1st down. It is 4th and 1, and it looks as if the Longhorns are going for it.
I would bet we'll see a QB sneak here. We're going to get a timeout. Longhorns? And there.
Payson's going to talk about
Payson.
it. Facing 4th and 1 from their own 30. 10 minutes, 6 seconds left, trailing 35-10. Shola Ford's presentation. Oh, wait. Well, hold on a minute. Hold on. They're asking for a measurement. So we'll hold the phone. All right. Well, it was a little slow on the draw.
Hey, here we go.
They were not requesting a timeout. They were requesting a measurement.
When are we going to get lasers in the footballs, Derek?
Well, I think more than anything, Coach Burke might have been just looking for an opportunity to say, nice spot, bro.
Yeah.
So they're going to stretch this out.
They definitely did not have to get much past the 30, did they?
Ooh, just inches.
They're going to be a chain link.
So 4th down and maybe 3 inches. Waterman is nowhere near the size of Cantrell. Do you trust him?
Yeah, he's going to get a good push from Dimbat.
So they're going to set up in the I formation, no sign of a punting unit. They just need about 2 or 3 lengths of the chain. Now they're going to empty the backfield, save for Dimbat, and the big push behind from Dimbat is going to give Waterman the shove he needs to pick up that Comfort Fit Denture first down.
Well, good decision by the quarterback there. He saw the opening off the left guard, and that's where he went. As Snowflake had the nose tackle position bodied up there with big old Ruiz. And number 66 out there for them. That'd be Bryce White.
Out to the 32, and again pushing Marinelli out of the backfield, trying to set up potentially a screen. Instead, they're going to come to the near sideline where it's thrown up for grabs and hauled down by one of the Lobos, trying to get it to Connor Hatch. One more time.
Jace LeSueur. Not a boy. Number 3, Jace LeSueur, making his play.
That could very well be the Bealers orthodontic straight line play of the game. Though, again, I'm still partial to Lance Christensen.
Well, his went for a touchdown, so yes, Lance Christensen.
Well, it went for
a
touch.
Oh,
he didn't quite get it in.
That's right. Braden Lewis's was the one for the touchdown.
Maybe call it a touchdown.
Yeah.
35-10, the Lobos back with the football and a short field, starting on their own 43 after LeSueur's interception. 3 receivers going out to the right side, none of them know a bomb. Instead, with this single coverage on the near side is Guevara, as they're going to pitch it to the far, run to the right side. Brimhall turns it over at the 45. He's at the 50, trying to get to the sideline. Will not be able to make it. Instead, brought down at the Payson 44. Picks up 14 yards and a Comfort Fit Denture first down.
Well, that's where we didn't see Cantrell hesitate at all on that pitch that time. He knew he had Brimhall and that he had some space and some blockers out in front. Good run by number 7.
Push it out to the Longhorn 43. Handoff Brimhall using his quarterback as a blocker. He serpentines down the far hash, gets inside the 45, picks up 4.
Well, Lobos on the move again here as we see them get up into their tempo. That's really where we saw them start to pick up their mojo in that second quarter.
Second down, well, I actually gained 5, is now Cantrell moving the pocket to the left, stops, starts moving to the right side, now splits 2 tacklers, throws it up for grabs as it's incomplete, but a flag comes out on this near sideline, and it might be against the Lobo sideline. The pass is incomplete, so as it stands right now, it'll be 3rd down and 6, but what's up?
Looks like referee Randall coming over to get the call from the lines judge.
Snowflake is moving the huddle back.
Offense, number 78. Gonna be 5 yards. Repeat, second down.
And those ineligible receivers downfield are so tough for those linemen, especially when your quarterback's out there moving around, and Cantrell doing a good job of extending the play, but you almost can't fault the linemen on those.
So 2nd down now and 11. Handoff Brimhall going up the center, goes over the one tackler, gets to the 20. He's at the, well, I beg your pardon, 30. Gets down to the 25, has a Comfort Fit Denture first down. Needed 11, and he wound up picking up 14 again.
Man, and we just missed one of the better jukes you'll see all year long from number 7, Camden Brimhall. I didn't see whose pants he left back on the field, but man, that was gross.
Into the red zone. Nope, no, the 24. As they swing this one out, Christensen now with the catch, uses a blocker to get over the 20, and then falls forward for a gain of, well, a short gain, maybe.
Looks like they'll give maybe 4 or 5.
I guess they're going to say it's 8.
8, never mind. That marker just kept on moving forward, didn't he, Derek?
Yes. That's Christensen's first catch. He hasn't had a lot of those, but again, Baum's not available for precautionary reasons, so a lot of players with a chance to show their stuff. As from the shotgun, Cantrell sets up the draw, giveaway to Brimhall as he starts left, goes right. He's got the first down, now trying to get into the end zone, and he's in for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown from 16 yards out. The Lobos piling it on now, leading 41-10.
Well, good design play there. Just the draw. Cantrell looks like he's going to go for the pass, but puts it in the breadbasket of Camden and just lets him do the rest. Once again, just puts a shifty move out there. That time I was looking. He left Stanfield wanting the tackle.
Crockett trying an extra point as the inability in the early going to convert these does not seem as if it's a big deal. And snap is good, kick is away, and that is good. 42-10, the Lobos lead with 8 minutes and 4 seconds remaining on Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Eight minutes, 4 seconds left here in the third. 42-10 now, the Lobos lead. Again, it was 12-10 early in the second quarter. Payson had come up with 2 stops on consecutive Snowflake possessions, had been able to go 64 yards for a touchdown. And since then, it has been Lobos, and still more Lobos. 30 straight points here scored by Snowflake to get this big advantage. It's Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, go to the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. It's always Northland Pioneer College. As Crockett's got it teed, and it's away. A little bit of a breeze kind of knocking this one down and maybe even out of bounds, and there it goes. Do you have a Sholo score potentially?
I will go try to find it right now. 7-6 at half.
Otherwise, Blue Ridge knocked off Winslow on the road. 28-7 was that score. As these are the only other games involving 3A East teams. Everybody keeping it in-house. Longhorns ready to run out Waterman, who just threw his second interception. No correction, third. Oh.
The receiving team is requested on the 35, first down.
So they're going to put this on the 35. Payson has had some success starting in this neighborhood. I formation again going to start behind Waterman, who is 5 for 15 for 46 yards, and seemingly in a circumstance where he's really going to have to air it out. Trying to set up the option, eventually pitches it to the near side, Marinelli, but he is surrounded back toward the 30, loses 4 yards on first down.
Bryce White on the tackle. There's a flag on the field.
Being told 5:39 left in the third quarter, Round Valley leads Sholo 21-14. Elk undefeated and number 2. These Lobos, of course, went and
15 yards, first down.
beg your pardon, I did not see that flag. So it's going to be a Comfort Fit Venture first down after another unsportsmanlike flag thrown against the Lobos. Move this one out to the 46. So 7 minutes, 51 seconds to play in the third quarter. And after the loss of 4 for Marinelli, he's now rushed 4 times for 0 yards. Got split backs behind Waterman, goes to his fullback who tries to get to midfield, but he gets stood. Well, a generous spot will push him out to the 50. Gain of 4 there for Dimbet, who has now rushed 10 times for 38 yards.
Feels like he's carried the ball at least 20 times at this point in the game, right? To only have him for 10, that's Seems like he's been the workhorse for the Longhorns here. They need to keep getting back to him to free up the passes.
Going to call it 2nd down and 7.
Hey, let's go, G!
Christensen is deep in the I formation. Blockers setting up on both sides of the line. Waterman fakes the handoff, drops back, looking to set up a screen that's tipped in. Ooh. Nearly picked off, but out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 6:56 to go in the third. 3rd down and 7 for Payson.
Well, good pressure again by the Lobos front 4. They did not bring the blitz, thus they had people out in coverage, but yeah, just a good play up front by the Lobos defense again. That might have been Jordan Mowers who got the hand in.
Payson went for it on 4th and inches on its own 30. 3rd and 7. You got to think that the Longhorns aren't trying to get all 7 here.
Yeah, I would imagine, Derek, this is 4-down territory, maybe even regardless, around the 50-yard line. And I get not wanting to give the Lobos good field position, but you've also got to try to build some momentum on offense.
Setting the option going to the far side. Marinelli gets stood up at midfield. Just so much speed here from the Snowflake front 7.
Now, first to the ball there is Mr. Matthew Brimhall, number 25. And you called it, Derek. It's so hard to get the corner on this Lobo defense. We saw it against Blue Ridge. We've seen it against Fountain Hills, now Payson. It's just hard for them to get the corner, as that defense for the Lobos just has a lot of speed on those edges.
They don't want to give the Lobos a short field. The Longhorns sending the punting unit out, and a low kick returnable. Well, the coverage is there, but still a candy hop, but no chance for Christensen as he's spun down at the 14-yard line. So long field, the Lobos, you'd think are going to give one Rhett Wengert an awful lot of opportunity here to develop a little bit of comfort carrying the football.
Coach Reddick just turned him around. Rhett was coming off the field, and he said, nope, you're going back out there. So, yeah, I would imagine it was sort of the Camden Brimhall show there at the last drive. Maybe we'll see the Rhett Wengert show here.
Well, they have a 42-10 lead.
They've got them both in, so I guess we'll see which one they decide to give the ball to.
Split backs on either side of Cantrell. 2 receivers going out wide to the right. Cantrell gives to Brimhall. No, that's Wengert, as he's already got the first down. He's over the 30 and then tackled forward to the 35, maybe the 36, and a gain of 22 and a Comfort Fit Denture first down.
Well, Rhett showing some good vision there, is not only using his speed, but he's able to find the hole on the good cutback. Gets back to the middle of the field and picks up a big gain.
It's on the 35. 6 minutes to play here in the third. Snowflake leading 32.
Looks like they're willing to let the clock run a little bit, get out of their tempo, Derek.
Brimhall started slowly. He now has 67 yards on 15 carries. Wengert, just 3 carries for 35 yards, going to throw a screen out that's had by Guevara, but I think his knee was down, and I think the officials have come to an agreement with me.
Yeah, sort of a late whistle, because they initially allowed him to make a few moves and then whistled him dead.
So that will actually be completed for a short loss.
Well, and you see why they like Guevara out there. He's got some shifty moves as he caught that ball and made a few men miss.
We'll be 2nd and 11. Clock running now. Well, no. They're huddled
should run,
up.
Right?
They're going to talk this over. Try to take a look to see if his knee was in fact down. Well, we're not going to be able to see.
Unless you were just going to replay the down, you really don't have much of a choice at this point, do you? Now we're coming to talk to a man in a black suit. Not sure what the conversation is back here.
The only thing I can think is that they're trying to make sure that Guevara's knee was down when he received it. It was a low throw. So let's see if we get an explanation. Short answer, no.
Coaches will, but unfortunately we won't.
So scoreboard still shows 2nd and 11. The clock stopped at 5:13.
And now they're winding. Okay, so a lot of conversation, no change. Blitz being shown by Payson. Cantrell from the shotgun turns and gives again to, now that's Brimhall, who gets spun down. Great tackle there by Christensen in the backfield.
Yeah, Christensen read that one all the way. As you see him there in the middle of your screen, no one picks him up. He's able to blow right through the Lobo line and is able to use his speed to track down the speedy Camden.
Third down and 15 after a loss of 4. Cantrell, shotgun snap, now moving the pocket to the right side, thinks about it, and eventually tucks. Goes over the 35 and tackled Ford. Man, he's a big dude.
He is. He just always falls forward, doesn't he? You see him get wrapped up here, and he still falls forward for 3.5 yards, 4 yards.
Saying shades of Dante Culpepper. I'm going to throw it back. Another big dude who once he put his head down, you just don't know.
Man, that is a throwback. That's like Madden 1999 with the Vikings, right? Like playing that game on N64.
I'm from the 90s, so if I can throw it back that far, I take every chance. Punting unit is out there. Gain of 9 for Cantrell, but he needed 16. Short punt takes a Payson bounce and then comes back to the 34. This won't be bad field position here for the Longhorns, but they have not been able to do much with it. The only time they have moved the chains here in the second half had come because of an unsportsmanlike flag against the Lobos, who have been in control since their lead was trimmed 12-10. Remember, they scored 2 touchdowns on their first 2 offensive plays and then kind of stalled a bit. That used the defense, as had Payson, to make it a 12-10 ball game, and have since spread it out to 42-10, 30 points unanswered here for the Lobos. As coming off the sideline, Dexter Waterman, 5 for 16, 3 interceptions, just 46 yards. He's had some nifty runs. And not a lot of help from his big running backs, as Christensen has gone 5 carries for 12 yards. Caleb Marinelli, 5 carries, no yards. But Nick Dimbat has been a revelation. 10 carries, 38 yards as he sets up in front of Marinelli. Under center goes Waterman as he is ready to start the option, coming to the near side. Slams on the brakes, but that just allows 2 other potential tacklers to surround him. And he does wind up going forward for about 1 yard, but that is a tough way to pick it up.
Well, you can see Jacob Wagner getting off the bottom of the pile there. He came down from his defensive tackle position, made some just good pursuit of the quarterback, and it's when you know a good football team from one who's still learning, right? When you've got good pursuit from your defenders and you're tackling with 2 or 3 guys.
Again, working from the I formation. Waterman going under center with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the third. Handoff this time, Dimbat. He gets through that first tackler and then gets stood up as he approaches the 40. Gains 4, makes it 3rd down and 4.
Well, 3rd and manageable. Maybe one of those quick slants that they've had some success with here. If I'm a corner, maybe sitting on that.
They have been trying to utilize that, particularly in these mid-range 3rd down plays. Got Marinelli coming back in the I formation. Receivers on either side. Take a look at the near side here where Hatch is lined up with single coverage. Coming this way, fake the option pitch. Now trying to throw it where he's behind the defense, but a nice job there by the Snowflake safety to get in the line of vision and deflect.
Yeah, Garrett Flake coming over from his free safety position as Hatch had beaten LeSueur initially, had a good move. They faked the slant. I was watching that as LeSueur came up in press coverage. They faked the slant and then went deep, and if not for Garrett Flake to come up over the top, that might be a caught ball.
So 4th down and 5 with 2 minutes and 22 seconds to play in the third. And Brimhall is going back.
With Garrett Flake as well.
Just made the great play on defense. Now an opportunity special teams as the kick is coming toward him. Big high hop that he fields at the 25. Trying to get to the far sideline, but is spun down by another great tackle in open field by one of the Longhorns, but slow getting up after making that stop.
That's Hilgendorf. Called his name a handful of times tonight. Looked like maybe he got his knee twisted up.
He's up, though. It doesn't look any worse for the wear. Snowflake taking over, leading 42-10. They'll be on the Lobo 32.
Looks Looks like we'll have a few substitutions on the Lobo offensive line as I see big number 75 Ruiz come off to get a breather. Same with number 51, Ty Solomon.
Handoff goes straight up the middle. Wengert accelerating at the 45, gets over the 50, has a comfort fit denture first down into Payson territory down to the 45, gain of 23.
Well, and even with some of those substitution linemen out there, they open up a big hole for Rhett. So he's able to just find the gap once again. He's a good hard north-south runner. Not looking to do much east and west, just puts that head down and runs hard.
Less than 2 minutes to play, still in the third quarter. As Cantrell handoff this time, Brimhall, he has to make a man miss to get to the line of scrimmage and then bounces forward to the 40, picks up 5.
Well, and there's Stanfield getting his revenge on Camden from the last series as he stays with him there and is able to get number 7 for the Lobos on the ground, which for the last quarter and a half has not been an easy task. They did a really good job early on, right? We had called Camden's numbers out. He was 10 carries for 19 yards or so, but since then has bumped his average up quite a bit.
Second down and 5, momentary stop of play, and now Cantrell with those two. Nope, just got Wengert standing on his left, starts moving the pocket to the left, throws this one over the 30 where it's grabbed by Wengert. He's able to stay on his feet to get to the 25, pick up a comfort fit denture first down as he goes down to the 22, pick up of 18. I thought I saw number 5 in the backfield, but that was a number 7.
Yeah, good route there by Red, as I believe they came from the slot position there. They had him lined up over on the right side. Brought him across the formation as Cantrell rolled to his left. I'll give number 5 a much-needed breather.
Playing without Noah Baum as 3 receivers go wide right. Single man coming out to the near side is Davin McCray, and again, you're going to have single coverage if they're so inclined. Instead, want to start a screen to the other side, where it's grabbed by Guevara, steps through one tackler over the 20, gets to the far sideline, he's down the 10, and said to be out of bounds inside the 10, picks up 13, a comfort fit denture first down. 9 of 10 now is Caden Cantrell for 138 yards.
Yeah, he's been pretty spot on all night.
I don't know how you they figure quarterback efficiency, but this is quite a day here for Cantrell. He's again looking to throw, this time coming to the near side, but he's got a man open in the end zone. It's a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass score to make
That's
it
Guevara.
48-10. Guevara there from 10 yards out.
Well, Cantrell threw a strike. You could hear the pad pop up here. Guevara wide open, runs a nice route, just sort of dragging the back of the end zone there. And Cantrell with good vision down the field, able to find his speedy wide receiver.
Crockett trying to attempt an extra point as he missed 3 extra points, and it's been a team effort. Snaps, penetration from the Payson front and whatnot, that one's good, but that is the difference between a rolling clock right now. As it's 49-10 with 39.6 seconds left here in the third quarter in Cholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Aliberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Aliberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Shola, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Aliberto's, real, fresh Mexican food.
Well, you weren't here last week, Abe, but you did watch the broadcast.
I did.
What do you think is the biggest difference here, especially defensively, comparing Snowflake to Round Valley?
I really thought Payson would have a better effort defensively tonight. I don't know, Derek. It's hard to see the difference not in person between Round Valley and Snowflake, but one of the things that jumps out initially is the quarterback position.
Yeah.
At Round Valley, you've got Riker Marble, who does a great job, but only a sophomore, first year of varsity football. And you've got an experienced senior in Cantrell here for the Lobos.
Marinelli Still on his feet as he runs laterally along the 25, fights his way over the 26. That, of course, is the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, head to Northland Pioneer College, where you get the lowest tuition in Arizona. Being told there's 11 minutes to play at Sholo, where Round Valley leads the Cougars 21-20. Well, that game's also
Sholo making a game out of it. They just went down 21-14, so they must have come back down and scored.
All right, Payson set to take this into the fourth quarter, trailing 49-10. Going to use the pistol with Waterman trying to set. Now he's got running backs on either side with Dinbat down. Handoff is given to Marinelli, who had that pretty good return. Starts to the right, comes to the left, and he is able to fight his way to the 30, maybe 31, and gain 4.
Well, and once again, Dustin Newby, he is just as solid as they come from the linebacker position. Super speedy and a very sure tackler. You see him there. Marinelli trying to give him the stiff arm, but he was having none of it.
That'll be the final play of the third quarter. The Lobos tacking onto the lead. Now up 49-10 on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable. Always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
$49-10 going into the final period of play. The Lobos were watching as their lead was trimmed to 12-10 and then turned up the heat defensively.
Now, going back to your previous question too, Derek, you know, as we're seeing this score coming in from Sholo, 21-20, Round Valley on top. The good thing is we're going to get to answer it on the football field, right? Yeah. All these young men and teams are going to get a chance to prove what they're made of, and whoever comes out and stands out at the top of the standings after October 28th, that's who would have answered the questions, right?
Longhorns have been able to move the chains twice here in the second half. One of those was on a 15-yard flag. So facing 2nd down and 6 on their own 31. Payson again using the shotgun with Waterman, who is 5 of 17 for 46 yards. Sends a man in motion behind the line. Fake the give to him. Now wants to keep it. There's just too much foot speed there for the Lobos.
Well, good penetration that time by number 62 for the Lobos. That's Jacob Wagner. We've called his name a handful of times tonight. And, but once again, though, even if Wagner's not there, you've got 3 guys standing right there ready to make the tackle. It's sort of been the MO of this defense for the Lobos. We've seen it on a number of occasions now this year.
2 receivers on either side of the line. Single back is, I believe that's Marinelli. As they pull it back with Waterman now trying to run to the right side, puts his head down, gets toward the 35, but he needs to get to the 36 or 7. So it'll be 4th down and neighborhood of 3.
I believe that's backup linebacker Austin Flake on the tackle as well, as he stayed in his assignment out there on the edge and forced Waterman back inside for the tackle.
"106 wins. Just imagine if they had any idea how to hit." Here's a punt that is going to bounce at the 40 and again take a pretty good pace and bounce, but it actually just goes straight up in the air. And it'll stop at the 37, and the question then becomes who's going to get some extra time here for the Lobos. 10 minutes, 37 seconds left.
Looks like we got a number of backups going in. One of, if I must say so, one of my favorites out there, number 11, Easton Butler, is going to get a chance to run the offense here for the Lobos, and it looks like we're going to see backup running back Jet McCray as well, along with Garrett Flake.
Oh, Easton Butler, beg your pardon.
Easton Butler, number 11. starting right fielder
Hey, is Matt over here
and
too?
catcher extraordinaire on the baseball team.
Both of you guys go to guard.
He's going to use the shotgun. 3 receivers coming to the near side. His team's leading 49-10 as
Jet McCray on the carry.
Jet McCray, there we go.
Yeah, number 32, Jet McCray. Only a sophomore. That's who maybe I was wondering who we would see. Derek would be in place of J.J. Lerma. But instead we saw Rhett Wenger.
Fired up lineman coming off the field here for Snowflake as
that was number 50, Slade Fish. Yeah, he was excited.
Yes. It's that sort of play that you'd expect that, you got a number of plays bonus that was just put into effect. Blitz coming here from Payson as they pitch it out. McCray is going to get to the far sideline, put his head down and be very close to a Comfort Fit Denture first down. Needed 7 on that second down carry.
Picked up maybe 6.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't quite as close as I thought. So we're going to call it 3rd down and 2. Clock under 10 minutes to play. Lobos lead 49-10 as McCray is on Butler's right. Again, coming with the option. McCray accelerating in this direction. Gets to the corners over the 50. He's at the 45-40 at the sideline before he puts his shoulder into a tackler and forced out of bounds at the Longhorn 36-yard line. Gain of 20.
Well, McCray is just a bulldozer of a runner. You see him just lower his shoulder pad right into Zach Lutke right there, number 18 for the Longhorns. And he brings some speed with that power as well, does Jet, as he's able to get the edge there. That was a good run by number 32.
Clock stopped at 9:43 to go. Lobos lead 39. Handoff again. McCray goes up the middle before he is tracked down from behind, but he's still on his feet as he goes over the 30 and winds up picking up 5. Now with 33 yards on this carry. Possession.
Well, they only list Jet at 170 pounds. I don't know, maybe he's about that, but he definitely runs more like a 180, 190 pounder.
He's got that downhill thing going.
He does. He's a good hard runner.
Trips going to the right side. Single man on the near is McCray. From the shotgun, Butler. Going to keep this one as he runs to the right of his line. He's over the 25 to the 20 before he is spilled, but picks up a Comfort Fit Denture first down while gaining 9.
Well, good decision there by Easton as he gets the call and just want to run north and south at this point in the game. Just get out there and get yourself some of those licks. Just 11 minutes to go.
That might have been a lateral.
Ball's
still free
loose.
And eventually out of bounds will remain with the Lobos. We're told that it's first and goal for the the Cougars on the Round Valley 7 as they trail 21-20, so poised to potentially take the lead in that one. So I looked up as we were trying to find that score and saw that the ball was rolling free, but it did look like the trajectory of the football was going forward. And the officials are huddled up and having a talk.
Looked like Payson had jumped on it, but that ball just kept on rolling, and I don't know how it fell out of anyone's hands.
Flake was pursuing it wisely as if it was a backward pass. Now the official is talking to the Snowflake sideline.
They're going to signal over to the chain gang that it is second down, Lobos ball.
So second down, they need to get it to the 11, and they got it spotted right now on the 32. You do the math. It's getting late, and I'm no longer capable.
I'm bad at math.
Butler.
They need to go about 18. They're calling it second and 20, though.
Butler pressured now as he's going to run out of time and brought down at the 35.
And there's Stanfield there on the tackle, the big senior defensive end. He's able to get around the end and bring Butler down for a sack.
So 2nd and 20 becomes 3rd and 24. Clock approaching 8 minutes to play. 49-10. Lobos lead. Already down one player. Noah Baum was injured with a bit of a shoulder separation, it sounded, in the first half. Trying right now to escape without anybody else falling victim. Butler from the shotgun. He's got McCray on his left. Drops back, looking to the near side, winds up and throws. He's got McCray freed up, but the pass is
did he catch it?
A little bit, but still McCray was nearly able to come down. Instead, it's broken up and falls incomplete. Well defended there. Is that number 21? Dustin Newby.
That's for Snowflake.
Oh, beg your pardon.
Sergio Madrid.
So 4th and 24 and in between. Cholo has scored to take the lead.
They're going to go for a long field goal here, Derek.
26-21. The wind is at Crockett's back. This would be a 51-yarder. Crockett with the snap down. It's away. Oh, but very, very short.
Yeah.
That kind of came off the foot chunky. So it'll fall harmlessly into the end zone. 49-10, the Lobos continue to lead. 7 minutes and 34 seconds left.
As we say in golf, you got the big ball first. Got a little bit too much of the turf.
Dude, you could have said that.
So take a quick look now at what looms for the Longhorns. Because they got 3 more games after this and are still to play Sholo, Blue Ridge, and Winslow. The question is a matter of when and where, and we are going to get to the bottom of that, I promise.
Now, once again, wholesale substitutions for the Lobos on defense.
Got the pistol formation. Waterman having a hard time with the snap, but it
Ball's on the ground
at
still.
least momentarily wound up in his running back's hands, but the Lobos will fall on it. This will be the 4th turnover committed by the Longhorns. And all right, Sholo could not convert the 2-pointer, so the Cougars lead 26-21. 4 minutes, 41 seconds left in that one. 7 minutes and 26 seconds left in this. After this, they got to go on the road 2 of 3 times to Payson, at Sholo next week, at Winslow, and then Blue Ridge at home. They're going to have to win one of those.
Yeah, you would probably guess that Winslow game, how healthy Blue Ridge is as well. You know, Payson, we've talked about a little bit. I felt like their defense is much more capable than what they showed tonight.
Might just be a tribute to the Lobos, though.
Yes.
As Butler's back out there, handoff to McCray, trying to get to the left of the line. Gains a little bit, but not much. Winslow, conversely, is going to be at Snowflake, then Payson, and at Round Valley. And again, at this point, got to figure that the Bulldogs got to win one of those just to make sure, make certain. Blue Ridge, and again, I'm not an authority, but having knocked off Winslow, I think that the Yellow Jackets punched their ticket. Having come in 12 with 3 games to play, as there's a give to McCray. He again serpentines along the far hash. He's able to gain some positive yardage.
Well, something that could come up and bite Blue Ridge would be if one of these division leaders fall out of that top 15, right? Like if there's some bad losses and a division winner ends up falling out.
That's what I'm saying, though, is that Winslow this week was number 9. Blue Ridge got that win, plus had the win last week.
Yeah, so they're definitely going to move up from 12, right?
So they still have a game at Payson, which is going to be huge for both teams. Round Valley, number 2, Sholo, number 3, Snowflake, number 5. It seems as if they have more than enough cushion as playing all these games against these teams with already gaudy power rankings is going to do a lot to further their gaudiness. Is 3rd and 1, fake Butler going toward Tyler Clare. It was there on the money except for the defense that was provided there.
That was Zach Ludke. Yeah, good hand there by Ludke.
And it looks as if
We're
they're
going to
going
kick
to
a
try
field goal.
again for the field goal, which would make it a 42-point game. (49-10). The last attempt was from 51. This time a little bit closer. This would be a 34-yarder? Question mark? As the snap is down, the kick is away. Now that one would have been good from 51.
Yeah, that was the one he wanted.
Regardless, after the turnover, 52-10, the Lobos lead 6 minutes and 8 seconds to play. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Lobos lead 52-10, 6 minutes, 9 seconds left. Derek Palmer alongside Abe Bowden as the game was close going into the second quarter. 12-10, Snowflake had a lead. And now have just been scoring and scoring and scoring some more.
Yeah, we've got about 40 unanswered points at this point.
As this one is taken near the goal line, Marinelli without any help, as there's nothing in front of him but white. As the Lobos have the clock running now, 5 minutes and 50 seconds to play. So the Lobos, next week I believe they're at Round Valley. Round Valley, speaking of which, has just scored to go back in front of the Cougars. 27-26 with 3 minutes left. Five minutes now approaching as the Longhorns give way to Marinelli, tries to go to the left side. Now, we've been talking an awful lot trying to compare these two matchups, and of course, Round Valley was playing without Jovan Ortiz. That might have had some factor in why it took the Elk a little bit to try to get the offense moving. Defensively, just a little bit of a ground and pound there from Payson, and they were able to maintain possession to keep it a little bit close, as we're told the Elk have now gone up by 3 with about 3 minutes to play. But one thing that I don't think should be discounted is just the toll that it takes to play a game like that, then come around and have to play this as they try to go up the middle to the Longhorns, gain short. Because, again, this was close going into the second quarter, but then Payson just hit a wall.
Yeah, no doubt, Derek. And not to take anything away from Sholo, but I think if you were to ask most people around the 3A East, you're going to say the Round Valley and Snowflake are the two top teams. And, that's a big task to come out and put together two very solid games and be competitive all the way throughout on both those games if you're the Longhorns. They didn't back down at all in that first half. They really played a pretty good first half. It got away from them right before halftime. But ultimately, they've got a lot to hang their hats on. They're going to be competitive here over their next few games for sure. As they go up against Winslow, Blue Ridge, those are going to be good competitive games. This Payson team's got some future in them still.
Clock running at 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. As that third down play went for a yard going to the left of the line. Back to kick and to receive. I think that's Wengert.
Yeah, Wengert back there, number 5.
Looks like he's expecting a fake. But it's kicked, and it's kicked over his head, and he's just going to let that bounce. It's a 45 to the 40, rolls to the 35. Really good kick. All the way back toward the 30.
Well, we'll see if we continue to see number 11 Easton Butler. Looks like we will. As the Lobos will have a chance to probably just run the ball a handful of times and get on the bus and take the drive back up the mountain.
2:34 left.
We'll hope all the elk stay off the rim.
Yes. for one and all. First and 10, and this fourth quarter has been featuring many of the second unit. That includes Butler, who hands off to McCray, who is met at the line, spun down, falls forward to gain a yard.
Good stop there. They might have had a turnover there as Longhorns came up with the ball as they stripped it from Jet. I couldn't tell who that was, Derek.
No,
I apologize, but they definitely stripped the ball from Jet McCray as he went up the middle and was met early. Not sure if maybe the handoff got fully to him or what, but Longhorns come away with the ball.
And they stopped the clock.
Yeah.
The clock is still stopped. 52-10. Snowflake leading and forced back onto defense. And there it goes. All right, 1:50 to play. Back on the field is the Longhorn offense trying to get this into the end zone, having been outscored 42-0 since making it a 12-10 game. That ball thrown in the direction of Hilgendorf. Good to see him back out there after he had twisted his knee while making a great stop in the open field.
And that's number 16, Gavin Caldwell, in on the tackle, as well as Garrett Flake. Gavin, a senior. Garrett Flake's only a junior.
Saw this last week with the Longhorns. They don't feel comfortable, it seems, working out of any kind of tempo as they send trips going to the right side, empty backfield for Waterman. Takes snap, pressured, avoids the tackler in the backfield, now drops this one off where it's caught going over the 20, 15, and toward the 10 before tackled from behind.
That was sophomore Hunter Bowman.
There you go.
Number 31. Looked like the Lobos brought Slade Fish, number 50, on the outside linebacker blitz, and
Payson takes a timeout after the Comfort Fit Denture first down. 52-10. Snowflake leads. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Payson uses its first timeout, 52-10. It trails, 48 seconds left as the Longhorns trying to use this as an opportunity to coach them up.
And they'll have a few shots at the end zone here as they're just outside the 10-yard line.
The officials are huddled up as both teams are still on the sideline. This is feeling like an extended timeout. Well, Snowflake is now on the field.
And who do you think for the Alberto's player of the game, Derek? There's been so many standouts. Oh, we just heard in our ear that Sholo scored an 80-yard touchdown. No penalties on the play.
Wow. Snap nearly fumbled. Waterman trying to move to the right side. Eventually drops it off to Hilgendorf, who's cut down and remaining in bounds. Nice play there by one of the Lobos.
That's Braden Frost, number 42. You see the closing speed there of Braden.
Hilgendorf is slow getting up.
I wonder if that's a residual from his previous injury. Yeah, they're checking that arm there.
Well, I don't know. Who do you like for the Alberto's hungry player of the game?
Oh, there's been a lot of them. I don't know. The secondary for the Lobos, they had 2 picks.
Yeah,
they scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
They had 2 big game-changing plays in that first half, and you could go that way, or we've talked a lot about Cantrell's evening. We're super efficient and had some big plays. Camden Brimhall on a punt return plus 3 touchdowns on the ground.
So we can
that
call
would
it
be hard.
The
That'd be hard to
Alberto's
do.
players of the game.
Yeah, you definitely could.
24 seconds now as Waterman trying to find some space going up the middle, but he cannot avoid all of the tacklers as Payson uses another timeout. Well, why don't we just keep it here as we can continue our conversation about the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. For all of your glass needs, call 1-888-GLASS-MAN. It was a long time ago. There's a hit in the first quarter. I can't remember. Do you remember?
Lance Christensen.
Yes.
Yes, right in the middle of the field. He just erased a guy. Yeah,
right.
he stuck him. It was a great play. Not necessarily a big game-changing play, but as far as hits go, probably one of the better hits we'll see all year long on just an open field tackle.
So remember that. Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. For all your glass needs, call 1-888-GLASS-MAN. And I'd already been pitching for him to be also the owner of the Beeler's Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Beeler's Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. But his interception that set up the second and what proved to be the decisive touchdown for the Lobos, I think that's got to be the Beeler's Orthodontics straight line play of the game. But I will go ahead and allow you to disagree.
I like that one. But the pick six, I'll go with the pick six.
All right.
Just to be contrarian, if nothing else, right?
Well, one of those
the pick six by Braden Lewis. At that point, the Longhorns were trying to get something going, right? Trying to get momentum shifted back. Snowflake was willing to call some timeouts, do all that, but Braden Lewis sits on a route perfectly and takes it to the house for a pick six. And that was sort of the nail in the coffin there at the end of the second quarter.
So that, the Deemer's or Beeler's Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. As the Lobos lead 52-10, Payson just used its second timeout. And now facing 3rd and 6 from the 7. Pressure coming, thrown over the middle where it's caught and in the end zone for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown. They're stopping the clock. Well, they got it at this point.
Well, good play there by the Longhorns. Lobos almost got to Waterman right there.
Yes.
Just about got him down on the ground. He was able to get the ball out just in the nick of time. Waterman only a junior. See him back next year. He's got some tools to build on. We'll see what the rest of this year and next bring for him.
So an extra point on the way from Dominguez, and hold the phone.
They thinking of going for 2? Or is Waterman just out there to hold?
Waterman is going to hold.
Oh, it looks like they're just trying to run a lineman on for a blocker.
They only had 10. You get 11, not 12. I'll let you go with 10. Can't have 11. As Dominguez has the set up, kick. Good. We were told in the midst of all that Sholo did not convert its 2-point conversion, so it's a 3-point game. How much time is left in that? 1 minute 46 seconds left in that one.
Well, Round Valley's got a kicker. Round Valley's got a kicker too. So, they get it. They get within field goal range. They could tie that game up. It does.
Round Valley has it on the 40, we're being told. I'll tell you what, 3A East action is trying to keep all of us old people out of bed. What is going on? Halloween. The weird stuff on the last week. No. Is this the same what it's going to be for the last 3 weeks?
It's very possible, Derek. And like what we've talked about, this is going to be a dogfight. And, each team is going to have a chance to prove if they should be at top, because everyone gets to play each other. That's the beauty. It's not the SEC here. We get to all play each other. We don't get to watch Alabama run roughshod and then LSU run roughshod and then Alabama blow out LSU. We don't get to see that. Everyone gets a chance to play each other.
All right, so they're going to get this one teed up. Round Valley is trying to move into field goal range or bust one.
They are going to have
Brimhall
and Wengert back as well.
There's 1:40 left of that one. There's 9.5 seconds left of this one. And Sholo sacks Marble for a loss. Here comes Dominguez. Kicks this one short. And it's fallen upon and downed there, so they will have to bring everybody out to do it one more time. 52-17, Snowflake with the lead. And right now, if this score holds, I guess before I start saying things that I will regret, make sure that it is in fact going to be Snowflake at Round Valley next week. Well, we'll have that for you in our brief post-game conversation.
Well, if that is the case, I feel bad because I'm going to miss that one, dang it.
Look! All right. Snowflake out in its victory formation.
Round Valley has Blue Ridge next week.
Oh, there we go.
They play Snowflake the following on the 22nd.
And there we go. All right. It is down, and that will be the end of it. 52-17, Snowflake leads. We will wrap it up for you after this. It's Charlotte Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Sydney doing good?
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focus on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
52-10, Snowflake on the road for the third week and winning a 3-0 on all of these trips. What's your takeaway?
They're hitting on all cylinders right now, Derek, and it's just going to be whether or not they can rise up to each of these big games that are coming up. They've got sort of what we break in the 3A East with Winslow next week, but who knows? They've played some teams real tough, so definitely a trap game potentially there, but after that, Sholo and Round Valley, and we're going to get a chance to see everything play out on the field. So I'm excited to watch it.
Give me a silver lining for Payson.
They're done playing Round Valley and Snowflake. That's the silver lining. Hey, last week they showed up against Round Valley, and they showed up for a half here. and they've got to just forget about what happened at the end of the second quarter and the end of the second half here and move forward, and they'll be fine. I think Payson can find their way back.
Oh, yeah.
I really do. They're going to be very competitive with Blue Ridge and with Winslow, and who knows? Depending on what happens with Show Low tonight, they may. If they end up losing this game tonight, that's going to be a tough one to swallow, and Payson can sneak up on them potentially. So, yeah, silver lining, though, is that they're done with Brown Valley and Snowflake. That's the class of the 3A East.
Final score again, 52-10. That's our last call here at Payson High School. We thank you for spending some time with us. Thanks to everybody on the cameras and Mel and Chris in the truck. Thank you, Abe. I'm Derek, and we'll be back with you next week. Until then.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pine Top and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Little Bluebird Studios, Comfort Fit Dentures, Alberto's, and Summit Regional Medical Center. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to